What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Thanks so much for watching. This is the Lore Reloaded. My intro that I've done for years got bugged. So it's so good. It's good to hell. We
I'm too
have on
professional.
several people because I am professional. That's right. Got on Kat Walski, Lore Runner, and of course Jesse Gender having a lot of fun. Obviously, for those who don't know, Lore Runner will be running Cito, Jesse Gender will be Vera, and of course Kat Walski will be Moga. People have asked me to do introductions when it comes to that. So, how you guys doing? You having a good day? Sorry I had to interrupt you. You guys didn't know we were going live. What's going on? How is everybody?
Resistance is futile.
That's true. That is true. All right.
I'm doing.
Go ahead.
I'm doing good. No, I'm doing good. That was all I was gonna say.
I'm doing great post holiday.
Fantastic.
Been a wonderful last 2 weeks. Oh.
Yeah, everybody wins. Just so you guys know, you can. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys want to come and hang out while we're doing it, you're welcome to give tips or to give ideas if it seems like it may be needed. If you would like to positively or negatively impact the show or what is occurring, so if you want an event to occur, then you can actually leave a super chat and that event will happen at one point or another. Depending on what you want, it may happen slightly modified or it could lead into the next actual episode, but it will one time or another happen. We also have at least four, maybe one more than that, more episodes when it comes to this season, and then we'll have a huge finale. It's going to be a lot of fun. But with that out of the way, unless you guys had anything you wanted to add or anything you wanted to say, we'll just we'll get right into it.
No, let's get popping.
Let's do it.
I'm
All
good
right.
to go.
So, Vera, if you will for me, say last time.
Last time, I'm behind the lines.
And then my phone is going crazy in the background because, of course, it's going crazy in the background. Upon arriving at the Angstrom, last time on Behind the Lines, as Vera just said, upon arriving at the Angstrom Research Facility within the Cardassian Demilitarized Zone, the intrepid warriors quickly lose one person. Assuming that she's dead after hearing a loud explosion, they just keep moving. Luckily, that person, Vera, had not been killed. Once arriving back onto the station, they were able to save the data, though all hands on board of the research facility were destroyed by a combined Romulan and Cardassian armada that were cloaked but had uncloaked to reveal themselves. Before this station was destroyed, though, a Romulan starship did in fact beam them onto it so that at least nobody that mattered, was killed. So once on the Romulan starship, we're going to be starting from there. You guys find yourselves taken to different quarters. So all three of you are actually been split up. Forcefully if required, but hopefully it won't go that way. You're treated very well, and you don't stay very long. We're talking within 10, 15 minutes. All three of you are then taken back to a transporter and sent back to the Oberth. While things are being very hush-hush, even more so than usual for a Section 31 ship, so it's seeming like no one really knows exactly what's going on. And again, on a ship of secrets, this is a secret. It appears that the Cardassians and the Romulans believe that they are working with Starfleet intelligence, who has agreed to retrofit Romulan and Cardassian technology to defeat the Dominion. So any interactions that are happening, it appears that the Oberth is working on behalf of Starfleet intelligence. Section 31 hasn't even been stated, even on the ship, while you guys have been around the fleet itself. As has happened in the last couple of times, you guys do find yourself in the ready room. He's going over some designs of the Romulan Dideridex as well as the Cardassian Galore and Keldon. The schematics for the Keldon and the Galore are very expansive. Dideridex not so much. His discussions that he's been going over is specific to how to assist in the modifications and ensure that the ships don't explode. He continues talking as he states, as you can see, we aren't completely sure how to bring the systems online without people dying. Because of this, I'm going to be assigning different crews to assist our technicians and their engineers in modifying their technology as well as installing anything that needs to be done. You three will be assigned to the flagship of the Armada that is under Colonel Levok. While I don't expect you to know how to do any of the modifications or changes, I want our best people there to ensure everything goes well, and also as a diplomatic show, a show of good diplomatic faith.
Oh, good. Send us to do the diplomacy. That's always going to end well.
Yeah, I never said the captain was a smart guy. There's a brief pause as he looks between you three, and then he says, and should you happen across any information on the Romulans, the Daredaks, or their current plans to attack that wouldn't hurt. There's a brief pause, and he says, are there any questions?
Yes, can we kill Colonel Lavok?
No.
Please, let us change the timeline. Come on. You think I don't recognize that name? No, I don't
It's
even
the Calvin verse Dominion War. That's
It's
going
the Kelvin first.
Oh, God, that'd be even more horrifying.
That sounds
Explosions
terrible.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's just... Hang on, I need to get to the enemy ship. The transporter's out. No problem. Leap out the airlock.
Yeah, how else are you supposed to get there? Don't be an idiot.
It's, yeah, it makes sense.
Every ship is like 50% bigger.
For no reason. It's not even better. It's just bigger.
It's 50% bigger and 25% different. Okay.
So do you ask that? I hate that, man. There's flat earthers. Anyone who believes that is worse than a flat earther. But do you actually ask that out of curiosity, or was that a joke? Can I kill the commander?
No, as much as I would love to, because I'm curious how you try to react to me trying to kill the change. I mean the colonel.
You do whatever you want to do, brother. You do you. Don't think I haven't written it so that if you try to destroy stuff. I mean, you could actually change the timeline.
We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna alter time.
Be like Doctor Who. It always has to like autocorrect.
Yep. Bats start showing up and just eating time.
So
Oh, dear Lord.
do you guys have any questions or not really?
No, I'm good.
I don't have any questions. No.
All right.
How long is our assignment to the colonel?
He takes a moment and crosses his arms. It's my hope to get this done within about 30 minutes or it's my hope to get this done within a few hours, honestly. I don't much like being surrounded by Cardassians and Romulans, as you could probably understand.
But aren't they our allies against the Dominion?
Yeah.
Like more casual racism. It's fine.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying. What is with you and racist Starfleet people?
Wow,
I'm just wondering. It's a recurring trend.
I'm just doing it how the shows do it, man. It's Gene Roddenberry's your problem.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, if it
wondering.
was Gene Roddenberry, they'd probably all be half naked most of the time. So.
And women.
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I guess that's not true. He had plenty of half-naked men, so never mind.
yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah, Gene just liked him nude. Okay, don't.
He did. He
don't.
was just into the skin.
I mean, Star
I
Trek
don't
Motion
like
Picture
that.
shows all the most chest hair, and that was the one he was most involved in.
That's true. That's true.
So
Disgusting.
after you guys get done asking your interesting, intriguing question.
About the skin.
I had a real
Yeah.
question. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
So yeah, do you say anything back? He says a couple hours. I don't like being in the middle of warships, regardless of whether I'm allied to them or not.
No, I'm actually I am gonna actually ask a follow-up question. Sir, permission to speak frankly.
He says granted.
Why are we not supporting this more overtly?
He sits down and he focuses on you specifically. The captain focuses on you, Cito, and he says, "You're walking among false gods."
I look at Vera, and then I look at Moga.
You go,
Back at Vera, and I look at Moga again like, you guys didn't tell me you had a religion.
What are you talking about?
He looks confused.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I haven't been paying much attention because all I've been doing is standing here brushing my tongue. So.
Oh my God! Don't do that during the. Can I shoot him? Permission to
Yeah,
shoot him,
right,
sir.
Permission granted.
Puffs
I've only got a few times throughout the day to brush my tongue, and I figured this would be a better time than anything else.
I've got an idea. We could cut the tongue out, and then you won't have to brush it anymore, and we won't have to listen to you anymore.
Or you can actually brush it while you're there. It's easier access to it.
I think what you should be doing is offering to help me brush it. That's fine.
God! Why would I want to do that?
I think you should do that for scientific discovery.
You're right.
That's
You're
what
right.
it's all about.
I'm going to do it, and I'm going to pull out my phaser. I'm like, all right, here, hold out your tongue.
That's it.
Like,
The
ooh, I like this.
interspecies medical exchange, which was popularized by the great Dr. Flux, is something that I am very a part of, and that you should experience it as well, including brushing my tongue. I'll get you your own brush.
The science department of the ship supports this all wholeheartedly.
So, what
Yeah.
actually happens is the captain looks at you looking confused. And he says, "Was there anything confusing about what I just said, Lieutenant?"
Okay, hang on. Now I got to make a judgment call because in character, my character is extremely confused by what he said and is assuming many things in his paranoia. And I got to debate how I want to run this. What do you guys think? How should we roll with this?
How should we roll with what? I don't really.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're standing amongst false gods.
As you look in
Sure.
their characters appear to as if he had answered correctly, as if he answered something that made sense.
Well, I must say that you have been rather under much stress.
He does
recently.
look. The
I was
captain.
gonna say, are you all right?
Captain looks to
perhaps
Moga for a
an
second.
allergies cream would be helpful in your trying times.
Yes, I could use an analyst. Thank you, Captain.
I literally
or
got
Colonel
some-
or whatever your freaking rank is. That'll be all.
Captain, you're talking to
Major.
You say you're colonel. Yeah, you're just like colonel, sub commander, major.
I
Whatever the
don't know.
hell
Whatever you are.
It's like I know we had a few rounds last night, but like come
No,
on.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
I
just
can't
I'm
be that
not
hungover
I'm
still.
not feeling great. You know, I've got a lot on my mind. I just nearly died trying to save us from a core breach. You know, I've got a lot going on.
Hey,
Well,
I saved
as-
myself.
I certainly can tell you that stress and high pressure situations can often cause a bit of hallucination.
I
Perhaps
leave.
that is what you might have... Oh,
I just walk out.
that's very rude.
All right.
I'm
So
assuming, and I look at the captain. It's like I assume we're dismissed then.
yeah, he looks confused and he says, "Yeah, keep an eye on him, but dismissed."
Certainly, Captain, I can do that.
I'll keep an eye on him, keeping an eye on him.
Mm,
I'm gonna keep an eye on the captain.
So the
that sounded sexual.
so you guys are all right. So at that point, you're ordered down to the transporter. Before going, are you guys doing anything else or not really?
I'm good.
I don't have anything else to do.
I'm currently on my ship in a state of non-danger, right?
As far you want to do a roll for it?
No, what I want is a phaser.
Okay. No, if you take a phaser, it's going to end badly. They're not going to allow you to have a phaser.
I guess
for
that's fair.
It's like, hey, we want to send some people over just to help out. You guys come with rifles.
No, just like a hand.
Lots of
Yeah,
those.
no,
Pocketed,
I knew
you
what
know.
you're saying. You can.
There's
You don't have
plenty of
pockets on. I was going to
disruptors
say you
laying
could
around.
attempt to hide it, but I don't know where you would try to hide it on that uniform.
Listen,
in your
you
butt, boy.
need to do that pockets episode. I'm telling you. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna.
excited to see you guys.
I'm
really
actually-
excited about the warships.
Oh God, I am going to for real. I'm going to basically be more distant, especially to Vera, which may or may not trigger her. Not trigger her, but like trigger her senses of being like, well, that's weird because she and I are usually pretty tight. So I'm being pretty distant right now.
Before we leave, am I able to secure my hypo spray?
Yeah,
from
you can take your
the
hypo spray. They probably won't know. The reason why you're going, and I don't know why I didn't have that included in it. The reason why you're going is in case anything happens or to give medical advice.
Certainly, I have definitely studied different species. I can do that rather
Better ways to kill
extensively.
them.
Fair enough.
Well, I didn't say that.
Vera said that.
Your words.
Okay,
not
so I've
mine.
got my hypo spray. That's really all I need.
I don't need a phaser.
I don't even need the Romulans. Okay.
There we go. Get down to the planet. Hey, founders. Shh, there we go. Problem solved.
Yep, you're welcome.
That's all it needed, really. So as you guys are making your way out, make your way, of course, onto the transporter. There's actually another Bajoran there who's working on it. The Bajoran looks up and actually focuses on you, Lore Runner. And for a brief moment, it looks like he's actually in Vedic garb. You look at as he's working out, not for a brief moment. He's in Vedic garb as he's looking up. He looks up. She's ready to transport, sirs.
Real quick, which ear is his earring on?
The right one.
Okay. So I'm like, yeah, of course. Thank you.
Okay. He
You zoned out there for a second. You all right?
I'm fine.
Nothing but good signs for me.
Everything's wonderful.
The telltale sound of the transporter being activated is heard as the blue sparkles rush around you, and the three of yourself now find yourself in the now find that you are in the transporter room of a Romulan ship. Two men stand at attention directly behind a woman. The two men have disruptors on their hips, and she looks between the three of you with a stern eye and motions, "Welcome, if you'll come with us this way."
I'm just kind of going quiet at this point. So.
Oh, well, thank you for the warm welcome. We appreciate it. I don't know everyone is armed to the teeth, but I do enjoy being welcomed on board your ship.
She nods. She says, "Well, you can understand with a major operation that's about to occur, we're all on high security, especially with this delay. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have the modifications done on the schedule we wanted to. It's actually very tight."
Well, I certainly understand the tightness, and I understand your need to be flexible in war.
I look around and say, I'm also flexible other times as well, looking around the room.
I didn't know you were into Romulans.
I'm into everybody. Come on.
She looks at Vera and says that she looks at Vera and says, "Charming." If you guys,
I always try.
you're not even gonna need to roll. She seems very irritated at the moment and frustrated. She exhales slowly and says, "At this point, you will only go where you are escorted to. Do not deviate. Limit your
I'll go
questions.
where my heart takes me.
Go to." Limit your questions to essential information only. Anything considered outside of the bounds will be strictly shut down. She slowly leads you to a turbo lift, and ultimately, after some twists and turns, you find yourself on the shuttle bay. She turns to look at the three of you, her hands motioning. She says, "Lieutenant," and then looking at Vera, "if you can help with the alignment of the coils, it's near the edge of the shuttle bay itself." And then she motions to where there's a kind of like on a Federation shuttle bay, there's a green shielding that is, or force field that's protecting everyone from space, because that makes sense just to have that and not to have it closed all the time.
Yeah, no. It's much cooler looking. You know?
Yeah, it does look a lot cooler on TV if you actually have space out there. And if you can make your way towards that and make sure the engineer is working well, and her eyes go to Sita and Mogum, if you two will follow me, we need to verify that the Aguarian flow is within the norms for those that serve on this ship.
Sounds good. I'll head over there.
All right. Moga and Sito, if you could give me a presence plus engineering roll.
Oh, that's not going to be good for me, but okay, here we go. And
I'll let him give his results first.
Oh, I actually had one success. Thank you.
Holy
Thank
crap.
you. Yeah,
Two
I can't believe it.
fails on me.
Critical or just regular fails?
Just regular old fails.
All right. You guys have 3 momentum too, if you still want to use that or not. I'm putting it over here.
I'm sticking with a 1 success.
I'm sticking with 2 failures. I think it's appropriate.
For what you're trying to do.
Yep.
2 failures is enough fails.
Can I shoot it? I'm good at shooting things.
So as you guys are walking over, there's actually 2 people. There's a chief. There's a Starfleet engineer as well as a Romulan engineer. And the Starfleet engineer is, as she's working, Moga, of all people, we're going to say that it's due to your medical. You can see that the alignment is somewhat off and is going to cause issues within the ship once it fires. There's going to be radiation leakage if it's not corrected, from what you can tell.
Well, it would appear that your alignment needs to be adjusted, much similar to that of a chiropractic treatment. Otherwise, you're going to have some seepage of certain types of chemicals that could be harmful.
I'm actually excessively surprised that you told them. I didn't expect them to learn at all, if I'm being honest.
Oh, Well, I am rather forthcoming.
Just
Oh
forget-
my God! You're actually going to inform your allies of something? What is wrong with you?
He's a changeling.
That
He
only,
is. He is. I immediately pull a phaser that I don't have.
that only makes it worse for you. You look over and you notice that he's being helpful, and you're like something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like,
Listen, you guys are mischaracterizing Moga, okay? He wants people to die, but by his hand.
I see
Yeah.
how it is.
If I
Let's go,
misaligned it, then I'd be perfectly fine with it. There'll be plenty of time to kill them later.
The engineer looks up and as Moga's talking and looks embarrassed, and then back down. She says, "Oh yeah, oh I'm so glad you caught this, sir. I'll definitely get that addressed." The
GM then grabs his pencil and frantically starts rewriting the module.
no the sub-commander, the woman that you're with, turns and says, "It's interesting that the engineers, the pride of Starfleet, engineers who can do anything, almost missed something that could have caused deaths."
Whoa,
I'm not even going to
whoa.
respond to the implication there. I'm just going to look at her for like a second with like a really, and then go back to work.
So you guys are continuing to work. It goes about 5.
Should I be rolling on my? on the
No,
thing?
not yet. Soon. It goes 5 to 10 minutes because I'm focusing on them, and then I'll get to you. It's
Gotcha.
focusing on them, and I need to do a roll, don't I? Give me a second. Thank you for reminding me of that, Vera. I appreciate that.
I do what I can. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right.
I'm good.
Takes 5 to 10 minutes as you guys are focusing, looking through this. The engineer looks up and specifically focuses on Cito, and she looks towards him, says, "Sir?"
I'm sorry. I just slowly turned to look.
She nods her head and she says, I need your help on this for a second. For
All right.
Bajor to win, it must lose.
I'm sorry. What?
She says, I cannot get this alignment to work. I was hoping you'd be able to assist me with it.
Of course. Can you give me one moment, please?
She says, "Yes, sir."
I go over to Moog and I say, "You didn't inject me with anything, did you?"
He just
Nothing more than I don't normally inject you with.
Just
if
the
that's what you're
normal,
asking.
right? Just the norm.
That is certainly the normal amount of cocktail that you
Yes.
request.
Yes,
to
thank
keep
you.
you
Thank
steady
you.
when
That's
you're
just-
not drinking.
Just want to make sure. No reason. Thank you for confirming that. I'm gonna go-
Cito walks. I can just see this. Cito walks over, he dips down. He's like, "All right, just level with me here. If you did, I get it. But am I on some kind of site?"
I just need to know. We're on the job. We're on a hostile environment. I just want to be aware of the situation.
I'm not
I'm not going to
mad.
kill you. I'm not angry. I
Certainly
might have
no.
them kill you, but no. Okay, I just say okay. I go back and I'm just like, all right. Yeah. Show me the problem, Benson. I'll try to.
Okay. Roll
I'll try to roll better than a 15 and an 18.
roll insight plus engineering.
Well, that's an 8 and an 18. That is better by logical definition.
So you get a 1.
One success.
All right. So you help her get it in phase. As you're working through it, go ahead and Vera, go ahead and give me a insight plus engineering.
That would actually be. Hey, look at that! 2 successes. Cool.
All right. So as you're working through it, Vera's continuing her work. There's actually a Romulan that has made his way over towards you. He seems kind of interested as well. He's like, "Do the spots go all the way down?" And
I'm like,
Of course, that's
course
the
they
first
do.
thing he asks. The spots
I mean,
go all
no, actually-
the way down.
I say we can find out together.
Oh my!
Okay, I like it. This is the X-rated
Hey.
Star Trek Adventures.
Fuck Kappa. That's what we're doing.
That's right.
Oh
No,
God! It didn't even occur to me the ensign might be trying to flirt with me, Armigdud. Thanks for that thought.
Way to go, Cito.
Look, I'm a brick. What do you want from me?
These Romulan ships are all just gonna do their like pre-war orgy. Is really what's about to go down.
As is tradition.
I only have eyes for Kira.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
as you're working on it, you hear a large hum as the ship comes to life, and you hear.
is it me humming? Is that
No.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
it's a large hum.
You
is
hear
what
a
you're
large.
It just goes like nice.
You and the Romulan are gone, but it's like in the not rafters or whatever. Jeffrey's tube, their version of Jeffrey's tube, it's just shaking softly. It's like I don't even know how that's Durasteel. I don't even know how they're doing it. So as it comes online, all of a sudden the Romulans' version of Klaxons, their emergency comes on, and you hear over the intercom words, and those words weren't written down. I guess I just wrote them in my head. That's cute.
Oh
Now,
God, I forgot
you-
to complain about that. Sorry.
As you continue the Romulan emergency Klaxons blare, you can hear on the intercom, battle stations, an unauthorized Maquis raider is making a suicide run on the ship.
Oh shit.
That's what Mocha says. Oh, shit.
That's what I say. Oh shit. Just like Data.
Give me an insight plus security, everybody.
Was that before or after I say oh shit?
After.
Okay, good. Insight plus security.
Critical fail.
Oh, good. 1 success, 1 fail.
Oh my God.
I
So-
hate to say this, but I had 1 success and 1 critical failure.
Oh my God. Okay, so I got to share this really quick. Just last Thursday, I had my regular D&D campaign in a 5th edition thing, and I made the comment to the GM that I've been rolling on fire on Mondays because bads are good, right? So for once, my dice look was, and apparently the dice heard me.
So you mean to say,
Yeah.
oh shit?
Yeah, yes, I quote Data in this circumstance. That's exactly what happens.
You guys say
Makes
it right
sense.
after each other. Moga says, oh shit. You're like, what? You look over. Oh shit.
Oh God. Yeah.
And
Oh,
I just
profit
and
spit.
I yell, "Oh shit!" But in like the heat of sex.
What did
You're
you have
fucking
time?
already.
When did you
Oh,
have time?
shit.
And I don't want to hear this. And I click the thing like, no, stop.
No, she's in the
Do
same
the
room
spots
as you.
go all the way
What is
down?
it? Oh my
You
God.
guys are
We're
in
in
the
the
same
we're in the
room.
shuttle. We're in the shuttle. It's fine.
That uniform zips all the way down. Okay.
You can follow the spots.
Oh, I think did we lose Jesse?
You
Oh,
need
we did.
permission to attack a Romulan ship.
So yes, Jesse is attacking a Romulan ship. That's exactly.
She's not. She's
She's the one in the
shuttle.
vessel. She was distracting us with promiscuity, and then nope, I'm off.
She's attacking a Romulan something, but it's
That's
not a
true.
ship.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
She's
so.
giving them the old Warbird Valdor, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God.
So
Now you could turn like every warship into a thing. You want to see my scimitar? Now you got to work with Daenerys. That doesn't like lean into conversation.
That's true. That's yeah.
Oh, yep, she's gone.
yep,
She
she
just
disconnected
messaged.
on the main thing too. What'd she say?
She says her power went out for a second. It'll be
Oh
back. up.
God, she had a blip.
Oh,
She was-
Her internet probably took a dump too. Yeah.
Well, usually the internet runs on power, so
Oh, we've got nothing but jokes now. Welcome to the Laura Loaded fucking comedy
no
hour.
problem. At least I know how to set up a camera so people can see me.
I am using my avatar like I should be.
No, I'm using.
I mean, I'd use my avatar, but then people would yell at me and be like, "Where's his face?"
Yeah, I mean, we all should have phase. All I'm saying.
Hey, you know what? Here, I'll go ahead and hang it. Stop the video. There you go. Just for you. Just for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
It's
that.
not going to end well for you. No, on multiple
I'm just saying, this is all
on
for you,
multiple-
but okay.
On multiple
Oh,
levels.
your avatar is now a character from My Little Pony. That's not gonna work.
What?
Yeah. It's okay.
How do you have
it's
a bald pony? It doesn't work.
it's a John Delancey's character. From
Okay,
My
that's
Little Pony.
awesome. I'm totally cool with that. I'll play Q or cartoon Q.
I like to
You'll play
imagine. I've never seen a single episode of My Little Pony. I have nothing against it, but I've never seen it. But I'd like to imagine that pony that he plays is also Q. in
I mean,
disguise.
it wouldn't even be that out of bounds, really.
It's just the multiverse.
Yeah, I mean, he's Q. He can when you're at the level of Q, you can just break the rules. Like, yeah, no, I'm actually in Star Wars too.
I would prefer it if he
Because-
just turned Picard into a horse. That would be That would be an interesting thing, or a pony. Excuse me. I don't know I don't know equestrian terms. I'm not a horse person.
I'm trying to picture now. You know what? Hang on. Let's see if the internet can answer this question.
I don't think you're going to want
My
to Google what you're about to
Little
Google.
Pony Star Trek.
I don't think you want to.
What
do
do
that.
we got here?
There are several
What do we got?
avatars, but I don't
Oh
think they show
God!
up.
No, I'm kidding. This is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm sure the Rule 34 website came up pretty quick.
No, actually, it's just like instead. It's like Applejack is Riker and Twilight is Picard. It's just a swap. That's all it is.
It's not so bad.
No, it's not. Thank God. I probably should not have Googled this. The Wrath of Trixie? What? I'm done. Moving
I
on.
think you should stop. You've already. What
If
did I
it's a
just
video,
say?
if it's a video, we should watch it.
No.
Yeah, I think now that's really going to
I
get
got
you out
other.
of that
You know what?
COPA
I'm gonna
compliance.
get back to work here, guys. Good game. I'm gonna go back to
Enjoy.
working on my All Good Things video. Just plugging that. It's gonna come out in late March of next year. So make sure to
2021.
watch that. Yeah, I'm not actually joking. That's actually when it's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
come
not
out.
surprised.
Wow, that's going to be really perfectly timed for that Picard season release.
Yeah, Picard season 2.
Oh, don't they all get canceled though? Apparently, after every season, like season.
That's true.
2's
Every
already
season's
been
they're
Yeah.
going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already canceled. They canceled.
Yeah, they
it.
haven't
They're
said
gonna-
it publicly yet, but Kowalski, with his expert behind the scenes material, he knows it's already been canceled.
Yeah, the show's it's been canceled. Yeah, that's actually just a big joke. And when the 23rd hits, nothing's gonna. They're just gonna re-air Discovery season 1.
Oh, that's just mean. Well, wait, hang on. What about Lower Decks?
That's when as soon as that one starts up, it's just gonna be Discovery season 1 animated.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's a twist, right? You know, it's kind
The
of.
joke's on you. The show would probably be better animated because
That's true. Actually, I would agree with that.
might
That.
actually be better
At
animated.
least the ridiculous-looking ships will look cartoony too.
And we already have the cartoon tardigrade. They already
That's-
wrote it. They already
that's
drew it.
true.
I mean, yeah,
Oh my God, they did. That's actually not a joke.
yeah, they did. I'm
That's-
okay with that.
That's
I
actually
want a
canon too.
I want a tardigrade plush. You mean the tardigrade that attacks and assaults sentient .7 robots that serve on the Enterprise? You mean those ones? Do we need to go down this fucking road again?
I do mean those ones.
Yeah. Yeah. You mean the robots that
Save
are more
us,
sophisticated?
Jesse. Save us from
The robots
Discovery.
that are more
We've lost-
sophisticated
we-
than
we need you.
fucking Data.
We're off the rails completely. We're over there.
We're not all that interesting either. We've lost a couple of people. Come on, back in, Jesse. Do it.
That's true. As soon as she left, we lost people. Oh,
So
my
she's
God.
getting back on. I don't believe her.
We could talk about. Yeah, it's funny that she's able to be in this chat and yet not.
You
anyway.
know what we could talk about? I'm going to be on your show in 2 days.
That's all right. We could mention that. On the 8th, you'll be on at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be talking about canon versus continuity, real life versus what happens in the pros and cons. Also got some questions from people, so it'll be a good time. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. We'll enjoy it.
It's going to be terrible. Don't watch it.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. No
I mean, you can watch him, but just don't watch me.
Jokes on
Yeah.
you. It never happens.
Oh my God, we have a Gorn now.
Oh man, I
This
should
is
have played a Gorn.
wonderful. Our
Shit.
ratings are going to skyrocket. Everyone loves the Gorn. That's what happened on Enterprise when they finally showed him.
The Gorn.
And Andorian. Sorry, it was too blurry. Good
Yeah,
question.
no.
I have sunglasses
Yes,
on. That's
I'm
part
back.
of the problem.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Okay, no worries.
What did I miss?
So the Maquis ship collided with you in the shuttle, like it was aiming for the shuttle
dear
bay.
Jesus.
And so you were the shuttle with the Romulan, so it kind of directly impacted. And
Yeah.
long story short, you and the Romulan are now one in a slightly different way.
So
Ooh, I like that.
Right at the height of
Funny-
orgasm.
Funny that you mentioned that, though. You do actually see. So the klaxons are going, the alarms are going off. You do see the Maquis, and we had 2 critical failures, so I'm adding that in. You do see the Maquis raider coming in. It does look like it's making a beeline for the shuttle bay, and you hear
God, I
the
was
sub.
kidding.
You hear the sub commander yell, "Get out, get out!" Slowly, the
Wait, I'm sorry. The sub commander is yelling at Jesse, "Get out, get out."
Yeah, no, that one. But the actual one's in charge is like, we need to leave. So it's confusing because no one understands. But you see the blast door starting to close, but it's very slowly. You see Jesse, not Jesse, but you see Vera get up and
Yeah, actually me.
make
Yeah, Jesse just shows up and it's like, what am I doing here?
Well, dear Lord.
What the hell?
Vera
Playing a
tri-
goddamn RPG, and then all of a sudden the
It's
power
just
goes out.
bam, here you go. That's actually what happened. That's where she was when the power went out. It was just,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
how does this adventure end? I'm just curious.
We'll find out together.
both
Oh,
Vera,
God.
both Vera and the Romulan begin making their way out, but unfortunately, the Romulan actually stumbles, hits the ground.
Shoot him.
Vera pauses to murder him, or help him. Of course, we'll never
Yeah,
know.
I'll
course.
try to help him.
We'll never know because as she does that, the Maquis ship hits, just slams. The next thing everybody feels is just pure white and a blast of heat. Specific to Cito, you start.
No, he
first thing-
actually says that out loud as
What's he
everything goes
say?
to white. Oh, Jesus, now what?
So, the first thing you sense is more sound than anything else, and it's a boom, 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 boom. Yep.
Well, yeah. No, I know where this is going.
White. Yeah, I'm sure you do. White encompasses everywhere. It's hard to see really anything. And so again, boom, boom, in the background. You can't hear or see anybody.
Moga? Ensign, I forgot your name.
Ensign flirting with me and I didn't realize.
Ensign Flirtatia? Sub-Commander Dick, where are you?
In the background, you slowly begin to hear what sounds like a heartbeat that is constantly thrumming. If you want to, go ahead and give me a... you probably won't know, but just for fun, give me a...
Critical failure.
Really?
I'm not joking.
Well, I was going to say presence plus medicine, but okay.
Doesn't matter. Critical failure. And a 17, which is also fun.
Beautiful. It's beautiful is what it is.
To the left of you, all of a sudden something appears and you hear screaming. The female voice sounds awfully, awfully familiar. You look over and notice a woman who's in labor. What's interesting is she's Bajoran and she's screaming, which is obviously odd for a Bajoran birth. Around her...
Real quick PSA, Bajoran birth is stupid. Moving on.
Yeah, I agree. Around her is a man who is looking down, looking worried and concerned. There is also another doctor. However, the area that you're in, it looks like it's a shack that has been pretty broken down. There are scorch marks along it. In the distance, you can hear the Cardassian language being heard. It sounds like guards barking orders here and there. The woman's cries fade as the doctor looks up directly at you and states,
The one who turned his back on Bajor.
The man slowly looks up. The man who is right next to her, not the doctor, looks up from his wife and walks over towards him, standing next to the doctor, but still looking at you, Cito.
A non-believer. Why are we here?
And if at any point you have anything to say or you want to talk, just go ahead and feel free, man. The image shifts, and you find yourself now in a rundown building. The walls are burnt with phaser and disruptor fire. There's about a class of 15 students. This seems like a very familiar scene to you, with an elderly woman who's a Vedic. She does have some religious garb on, but it's not Vedic attire. You recognize her when you see her. She's going over the requirements of faith and why the prophet should be praised. Though through a hole in the wall that looks like it was done through some kind of fire, like disruptor or phaser fire, you can see several bodies hanging from trees, Bajoran men. You can't make out who they are, but you realize that they're resistance fighters. The teacher stops talking and looks up at you, and she states, He is with the three false gods before the fleet finds its fate in the nebula. A young girl who you recognize, who has been watching you, she seems pretty smitten. Something you wouldn't have recognized at that point, but now do, because, well, maybe now you don't. You don't seem to ever pick up on that stuff.
I'm completely oblivious to this sort of thing.
She looks from the teacher and back to you. And again, you're still hearing in the background, boom, 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 and white is still going. And she states,
Two false gods. The Savior does not believe in their false religion, but is suffering the same fate they all.
They all are.
They all are.
Totally the god's fault, not the person who wrote this dialogue.
It's true. The gods stumble all the
True
time in
professional.
Star Trek.
True professional.
It's true.
Ask Kirk. It's a thing.
So,
what does God need with the starship?
So are you good with letting it happen, or you got anything to add, Runner? I don't want to.
I'm really debating when I want to say what I've already decided I'm going to say. I'm going to wait one more iteration.
Is it oh shit?
No, but it's going to be loud, so I'm probably going to move a little bit further away from the mic here.
It starts with F and ends with ooh. A Cardassian guard who you knew was there, and the entire had been sitting behind in the back. He seems annoyed or frustrated, and then suddenly looks up as well and states,
Irrelevant. He does not believe in Bajor. He left. Why are we here?
The image then again shifts with Sito in civilian burnt clothing. Bajorans in the background are yelling, "Come on, get out! We have to go!" You're holding a dead Bajoran woman in your arms. You can tell she was from the Resistance. She has a disruptor bolt. No, she doesn't. She has a phaser. I think Cardassians use phasers. She has a phaser bolt in her
they do
chest.
use phasers.
Yeah, in her chest. You can see in the background people fighting, Cardassians being pushed back. It looks like they're trying to get everyone onto a ship. The woman, though she's dead, now looks up at you and states,
Faith is not required for use.
a Cardassian guard walks in front of you and comes to eye level and states, "For Bajor to thrive, it must lose." I'm probably going to mess up this word. Kayla Moprin will die so that the false religious leader may rise.
But how?
The last place you find yourself, Sito, is on the bridge of the former SS Bad Faith. There's Moga, Vera, and the captain there, and they're looking at the blue spectacle. You see that you're inside the wormhole. And the captain speaks up.
His heart.
And then Moga speaks up.
Yes, the Rue planet on Bajor will do. Ensure that the Vedic eats it. His heart will not survive.
You finally come face to face with yourself, Sito.
When you return to Bajor, feed the plan.
Feed the plant.
Before?
Feed the plant. Feed him
Okay,
the
well,
plant. Feed him the
The gods did a bad job with the script.
plant. When you return to Bajor, feed
I
him
got
the
it.
plant.
I've got it. It's my line. When you return to Bajor, feed the plan. But before, accept the hand of the false god.
Okay, last chance.
That's all I got.
Yep, last chance. 3.
I don't think I'm going to say anything.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can see my face, but there's just, I've been actually trying to act this whole time. There is rage just pouring off of him right now. He is actually shaking.
Everything fades out, and you begin to hear a male voice, Romulan in nature. As your eyes slowly open, you notice a...
Tell species from voice?
Well, I'm sure they have accents.
That's true, yeah.
Indeed.
You are surrounded by debris, and people are running in the background. A male reaches down. Moga is right next to him. He's looking at you. He has a tricorder open. The male reaches down to help you up. You're on your back. You can feel pain just coursing through you. He says, "Lieutenant, are you okay?" He reaches out with his hand to help you up.
I'll take the hand and then start to pull myself up, and then I realize that something's wrong, and then I'll stop pulling myself up.
He comes back around to bring his hand to support you and slowly pulls you up. He says, "You took a big tumble there." As he helps you up, a younger Romulan runs over and she says, "Colonel Luvok, it would seem like the attack was from one specific Maquis raider. We're not seeing anyone else on scanners."
I turned to Moga real quick. "You sure you didn't give me anything?"
I am most certain
I just
that
want to be absolutely certain that you didn't give me anything, because I can do something right now.
Well,
Oh,
I have
God, it
definitely
hurts. Please give me
administered
something.
some.
Please stop talking and give me drugs.
I have administered
Stop
some.
talking and give me
I
drugs.
have administered some pain medication.
Oh my
and
God! I
an-
start strangling him. Just
and an analgesic cream to ward off some of the pain. Just trying to make you feel better.
The Romulans rush over and Luvok's know it's their way, their federation.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
totally cool. Just let it go.
Starfleet's got some fucked up practices.
Does the pain start to fade?
Yeah, I mean, if he does.
Did he actually give me
I'm
a
assuming
freaking...
Moga gave you something.
I gave you something good.
Okay. So that like the death grip lets go, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I gave you some good shit. You can't
young-
even feel your fucking
I can't
face.
feel my face.
Young.
This is in character. I'm just laughing Joker style. This is. Oh, I'll kill them all.
Kill them all. One quantum torpedo right through the mouth.
Yeah, just all it takes is one torpedo.
The colonel.
No, I don't actually pass out.
The colonel. Well, since I'm the GM, I'd be like, well, he's faking it, is what it is. It's like, why are you faking? No, I'm messing with you.
God damn it! I shoot the colonel. There we go. We're done. Timeline altered.
And then, 30 years later, and now the Dominion is owned by a evil federation because Luvok died. All right.
That's the Picard show premise right there. There you go.
We did it.
We did it.
Cannon made.
The young Romulan looks to him. She looks stricken and concerned. She says, "Sir, we couldn't find anything. It looks like when there was the small hull breach, the Lieutenant Vera's last name and Romulan XYZ was lost."
Wow, that is.
Oh, that's so that's just heart wrenching, you know? It's like saying,
Vera's last
I'm
name.
glad that my fucking eulogy is.
oh my
Yeah,
God,
wait, so
here
is
lies
Lieutenant- is
what's
Vera
her
dead?
face.
Lieutenant
just-
Razix. It looks like Lieutenant Razix and a part of our engineering crew are gone.
You be
They were
making
all
that up.
killed.
So apparently I'm fucking dead.
So that like cuts through everything really quick, and I'm just like, wait, what? Vera's dead?
She says, "Yes, sir. We've searched everywhere, and per the logs, it looks like she was sucked out."
I'm sorry, that phrasing.
Well, first,
She was sucked out while she was sucking in.
There we go.
There it is.
May
That's
not
how he would have
be,
wanted to go.
She went out like she always expected.
Hold on. How long ago was the attack? How long has it been? How long have it been out?
Luvok looks to Moga and then back to you. He says, "We've been cleaning out the debris for about an hour. I'm surprised you're alive. For religious people, you're pretty tough."
Yeah, well, let's just say the false gods may have had something to do with that one.
And this may be
looks
an
confused a
inappropriate time. To
I actually
bring this
take a
up.
moment to spit on the ground when I say that, by the way.
He
But,
looks confused.
Proper nomenclature is to say that she was blown out, not sucked out.
I turn to look at Moga. I just actually, can I roll to glare at Moga right now? No, I mean, like, for real. I want to do like a charisma shut up roll.
Trying to lighten the mood
To be fair, Vera would approve of this.
She totally would. That's just
That's
making me
it.
even in a worse mood.
Unless you're
And of
trying
course,
to
I rolled
intimidate.
garbage. What is with my dice today?
What did you roll?
so
Roll die to grieve.
I rolled a 15 and an 18.
Well, just to be fair, you got her killed. So I mean, there was that.
I guess you could just start
Wow.
laughing.
I mean, I could
appropriately.
succeed at like control security. Is this a control security?
No, it's not.
I just
No.
pull Moga into an arm choke here, and I'm like, "You're never gonna speak again." Now.
Tears streaming down your eye.
Shh, it's okay.
That-
No more pain. No more pain.
It's what she wanted.
It's what it was her final wish. She wanted me to strangle you to death. She used to tell. No, okay. I can't process in character. I can't process. I'm like, do you have sensor? Can I man a sensor? Can I find her? Please help me. Just do.
Luvok pauses a moment. He says, "You're welcome to assist in an attempt to search her, but unfortunately, once this debris is done, the location is no longer safe. We will have to move out."
And I have told you and your sub-commander that if there is no body, then it's no way to prove that she is dead.
I'm already scanning.
Okay.
I'll
Would you like to roll a?
God, please.
You
let
just
me
run
roll.
over. So what you do? You just
I
run
mean,
over to a. You run over to a console
Oh,
and try to figure.
one. I rolled a 1.
and try to figure out how to use first off, figure out if you can read Romulan, and then after
I
that,
can totally read Romulan. Oh god, that's a 1, not a 20. I swear it was a 1.
I feel like a security officer would know how to read Romulan.
Yeah, I can. I'm a security officer who's in Starfleet Intelligence. I can friggin' read Romulan.
You think fucking Worf could read Romulan? Give me a break.
Yeah, that's because Worf's a pussy. No,
I was like, could Worf even read? Is the question.
that's yeah. Worf's looking at that like
You could read Polish. I think that's about it.
So, on your-
cat.
so you got 3 successes.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Well, first off, Luvok looks over and he says, "Sometimes remains aren't left, Doctor. I don't mean to be rude. On your scans, you see there's a lot of debris. You can see the remnants from where the ship hit. You see quite a few people attempting to work on the outside, and there are remnants that you can find of both Romulan and Trill."
Remnants of Romulan and Trill. Let me make that clear. How big of the remnants are we talking here?
You see. Go ahead, Mother.
Oh no, nothing. You're good.
I was gonna say you see DNA as well as some tissue, but no like arms or legs or body or anything like that.
Can I run a scan on this to verify that it was in fact her?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna call Mogo over too. Like here, are we definitive here?
Glad you're putting in all this work to make sure I'm dead.
It's really important to know that you're dead.
I'm only doing
When
this
we
scan
undo
so
the
that I can
timeline.
land this joke that I have prepared.
when we find us a bird of prey and we go
Yeah, we're gonna find a son. I'm gonna kidnap a bird of prey. We're gonna find a son, and we're just gonna make this happen. And then I'm gonna kill the colonel to change the timeline.
then
And we're gonna
everybody
get
wins.
some whales.
No, I'm not gonna kill.
for good
That's
measure.
actually for the record, by the way, just to say this out loud. My goal is not to kill the colonel. My goal is to join him.
Well,
I'm not
that's
joking.
your goal.
I'm not
All
joking.
right. So what am I rolling here?
Uh,
I have a focus of xenobiology, so I feel like I should be able to detect.
yeah, that'll help out. Roll. I'm going to assume that Cito gives you the information or shows you how to read it. So roll an insight plus medicine, and with your focus, you can roll again.
I have two successes.
You want to roll again? See if you get another one. One more.
No,
You don't.
are you tricking me?
No, with your focus, you're the one that brought it up, not me, good sir.
Okay. Just roll one more dice or 2 more dice.
One more dice.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're not my dad.
Okay.
Actually, he's the GM. He can literally tell you what to do.
Was it a critical
So
failure?
I have 2 successes.
From what you can tell, now it does seem kind of odd. It comes off weird. That could be, well, here's what I'm saying, because I'm not doing this right as a GM. It does come off a little odd, but it does look like Trill. Not only that, it looks like it matches the sequence of Vera.
Well, I must say that based off of my scans, it would appear as though we have the DNA of a Romulan, Vera, and a massive amount of seminal fluid
So,
available on the wall.
A massive amount, like a
something-
detectable amount.
something to
A tangible
that's
amount.
that's most all that's left of Vera. No. Speaking to the chat, and definitely not the people here. They do have 3 momentum. If they wanted to ask additional questions about what they're doing on a task, say if they scan something, they could definitely use that and ask a question.
You asking the chat if they want
No,
us
I
to
was
use
just
it?
telling. I was just telling the chat that.
He's
Oh.
definitely not informing us because he's definitely not trying to be clandestine.
So I
I
would
mean,
like to try to find out. Okay.
Cause of death? No. Don't waste it on that. Don't
I
waste it on that.
I was actually dead before the thing hit. It was actually
Oh my
from the
God! J'accuse! No.
no, just the sex was just that amazing.
Oh, okay.
She choked.
So
Don't ask on what.
I'm gonna go back over to. So I'm talking to Cito, and I explain what's going on, what I found. We've got Romulan, we've got what appears to be Vera and a large amount of seminal fluid.
Is
on
there
the-
really a lot of semen, like in character? Is that actually there?
That's what I'm sticking with. Thank
Oh
you.
God, no! I
That's
don't want
why,
any more sticky.
I was
Okay.
gonna say that's what she was sticking with too.
But I must. So here's the thing. I'm going to talk to you, Cito.
She
Now,
just splatters you
I-
with the information.
I do want to remind you that this scan does appear to be rather strange, and I will remind you that while we were on board the research station before it was destroyed, Vera was acting rather strange and appeared out of nowhere. It's
No,
possible
yeah,
that this may not be Vera at all, and it could in fact be something more nefarious.
Luvok looks up and ticks his head. He says, "What do you think it could be, Doctor?"
That's a good question.
Well,
It's a good question, Colonel.
uh,
What could it be?
I don't care to speculate.
Not that I would have any idea in character. Meanwhile, there's the fourth wall, and there the audience is just screaming at the thing. It's a freaking changeling, you idiot!
It's like, I want to thank you for helping me up again, Colonel. I'm glad I took your hand.
Off. No, okay.
Then you just look at the camera.
Yeah, no, okay.
And yeah.
Zost has a good point. Vera's only mostly dead, not completely
Yeah.
dead.
Well,
It's
Only
an important
most-
distinction. We'll just shove this thing
Only
in her
mostly
mouth. That
dead.
sounds weird.
I will say that I'd rather not speculate without confirming and conducting more analysis, but I'm not entirely convinced that Vera has passed on or that she was even on board this ship.
Luvok looks confused a moment, and he says, "So you suspect a changeling?"
I don't like to speculate. As changelings are known to take many shapes. That's why they are referred to as changelings.
Would you know anything about changelings, Colonel? That's fully in character.
Yeah. Well, the Colonel pauses a moment. He says, "Well, as you know, there has been information being shared between the Federation and the Romulans for the use of the cloak, which I'm sure will continue on and won't be forgotten in a couple of episodes."
In 2 episodes! 2 episodes! Drives me batty! Sorry.
I am aware of the founders as well as, well, of course, we're... Oh, yeah, wait, you don't know that. He says, I am very much aware of... Well, hold on.
Yeah, what does he say? I'm actually legitimately curious at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. He looks, he says, yes, I'm aware of the founders, which is a part of this entire operation, which is to attack and destroy the planet, the homeworld, in the Omarian Nebula.
Actually, really quick question, just to verify: is this the first time my character is aware of the attack plan?
Yeah, this is the first time that he's telling you.
So I'm going to go ahead and then give my pre-prepared reaction here. It sounds foolhardy and stupid. All that's going to do is provoke the Dominion. That's a great idea. Here's this great, powerful armed force. Oh yes, we're feeling threatened by the Federation, and then the Federation decide. Oh, excuse me, not the Federation, but the Romulans, the Cardassians decide to get involved and push.
Oh, yeah.
That is incredibly stupid.
Plus, if you ask anyone who's ever watches my channel, saying the Federation allowing them to do it is just as evil because, of course, nobody that watches my channel believes that. But anyway, the Federation is just, I hate the Federation.
I mean, I don't blame the Federation for turning a blind eye on this one. I would do the same damn thing, but
No,
that doesn't make it morally right. It just makes it the politically correct decision.
I don't think you're going to get the Dominion. If that had worked, they would come after you too. I mean, the Federation is as culpable. This war is completely on the Federation, the Klingons.
Please tell me he's saying this in character.
No, I'm not. But I'm
Damn
telling
it.
you.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it.
No, the
Jacques. No.
Yeah, I found you out. The Colonel cocks his head and he says, the founders, the Dominion, is a threat to Alpha Quadrant security. It would only
And
be
that
logical.
justifies.
It would only be logical. Unfortunately, if there is a threat, one has
I'm sorry,
to remove
logical?
it. Correct.
And I look at him just a little bit incredulously, like that sounds like Vulcan talk, sir.
Perhaps you aren't aware, but we do share a heritage with.
No, the ears didn't give it away.
Okay. Well, then just to let you know, since you seem confused, we actually do share a heritage with our brothers, and they can sometimes make good points.
Right.
He pauses again and he says, though it's interesting to hear someone who takes stock of the political situation and doesn't instantly want to kill everything they are concerned about.
Well, yes, I actually. By the way, I'm sorry. I just realized I was about to share something that I never told you, the GM. I actually took classes on like political science and stuff back in the academy.
Sure.
Because I was actually trying to get on the admiralty train, and then that just kind of got curtailed by the intelligence chain, and intelligence officers don't get to be admirals. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
Anyways, yeah, no, I actually have always been a vested student, fascinated with the concept of political science, history, war, and trying to actually use your brain rather than simply reacting to circumstance. I don't know if you ever heard of the Klingon Earth War. I won't bore you with the details, but let's just say both sides were very, very stupid about the entire thing, and that's exactly why it became so bad. The idea of, I'm sorry, I just realized I am telling you that I think you're doing something very stupid. I apologize. I mean no offense, sir. It's just this entire endeavor strikes me as very short-sighted.
I would, in fact, agree with my stalwart friend that this seems to be something rather short-sighted and considerably dangerous.
Yeah, I agree completely.
When Moga's telling you something short-sighted.
Yeah, no kidding. That's the red alert right there. No, I really feel. I'm trying to think how far I want to push this. I really feel that reaching out with more diplomatic terms to try and figure out how the Dominion actually operates. I mean, what information do we even have on the Dominion other than the founders and they're evil? Apparently, I've never met a founder. Sorry.
That you know of.
Can I add that in character that I know of? Just for humor factor. I've never met a founder that I know of. But I can't imagine that this is a genocide situation, that this is foolhardy and morally repugnant. And that's me saying that.
He makes a soft noise. He says, I don't know that I agree with you, but it is very heartening to at least hear that some humans and Denobulans may better understand the situation that we're in. The young Romulan looks a little confused, but he dips his head and he says, unfortunately, I have a ship to run, but
yes, of course. Sorry for giving up your time, Colonel.
I expect that you and I will meet sometime soon.
I hope so.
I want to be a Dominion spy.
You have no idea how hard I want to go this direction.
Yeah,
I want to be the one to bring about the Bajor signing the treaty with Dominion. You have no idea how much I want that.
He dips his head and he says, I will bid you, he says, I will wish you luck, and then walks out. At this point, an actual guard comes up and he says, at this point, we are not evacuating, that'd be a bad word. We are escorting all I'm going to say approved, but that's not the word he uses. All non-essential.
Get the hell off our ship.
All non-essential personnel off of the vessels.
Yes, of course. Please lead the way.
Okay. So at that point, he shows you out. You make your way back onto the Oberth, the USS Adventurous. And, of course, all the information is given. There's sadness and
I head to her quarters really quick.
Okay. Well, before the fleet does makes its way out, it goes towards its death, effectively. And now, what were you saying?
I just want to go to her quarters, and just
weep. I know you're gonna cry.
I start tearing up a little bit. You know, there's the stoic. You know,
Moga, what are you doing?
Moga's right there next to me.
Yeah, I'm right next to him, also crying.
I wonder what kind of things I could find.
He's rubbing his head.
Oh yeah, he's marking his territory now. Oh yeah, this is all mine now.
You open up one
through her drawers.
You open up one drawer. There's just all the sex toys. Like, nah.
No. We're gonna keep that drawer closed. That's
a big purple one with the name Cito on it. What? No.
I take that one to burn it.
I wouldn't touch that if I was you.
Both of you give me
Moga, grab that.
He's
I
like,
will certainly not.
Grab that right now.
I certainly will not grab your phallic friend.
God.
both of
Listen, no, hang on. We're shouting so loud. I'm like, Moga, you have to grab my phallic thing. And then someone's just, the camera cuts outside and someone
the
walking
two
by like,
guards.
It's like what?
They lock the
Like
door.
this.
They reach
they
over.
just lock the door like, nope. Don't
Just like
wanna-
that
don't.
Force Awakens, they like walk by and they're like, nope, fuck it.
Yep, nope, right out. Yep.
Give me an insight plus security.
But yeah, for real, I'm kind of looking the place over and
Sure.
and not really. God damn it, my dice.
Really?
Oh no, it's okay. That's actually security is actually my one good stat, so that's 2 successes.
Okay. What about you?
Yes, this is after the Dominion have basically shown themselves. In
Yep.
answer to who's asking in chat.
This is before the war. The Dominion War hasn't even started.
Well, the Dominion War doesn't start till season 6, which
Yeah.
is really far into the show, anyways.
Yeah, I always forget that it takes.
Yeah, it's so stupid. They don't go to war forever. They should have gone to war years ago. Anyways,
Well, they were supposed to lose it real quick.
I'm just saying they should have gotten to war in like season 4, but no. But first we got a detour to the Klingons because the producers think the show's getting boring.
Oh my god, man! And they were going to expand. I mean, you know better than this, and maybe it's a rumor, but my understanding is they were going to expand the Civil War stuff, the home front and stuff. But they decided to go with the Klingons. Kowalski, what'd you run? What'd you roll? Did
I'm
you even roll?
re-rolling. No, I didn't. I have 1 success.
You guys hear a beep. It looks like it's in the so the quarters, otherwise known as the sex cave, that smells real good.
Oh my god, hang on. Can I just get some Febreze and start spraying it
You
around?
hear
I thought that there was a large amount of seminal fluid on the ship's hull.
I thought the Romulan hull had a lot of.
Oh,
I definitely wouldn't be sitting there.
Oh,
or
whoa.
there,
Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
or
Okay,
there.
I'll move over there. Move over there.
You like put your hand on any surface, it just
It just sticks.
No,
it just
no.
sticks
I
to the
wouldn't
wall.
be
Like,
touching that either.
Moga's like, no, she doesn't have the she doesn't have the she doesn't have gravity lower. It's just you can naturally bounce and slide.
That's
as you-
gross. That's nasty.
oh, that's too much. Too much.
Got too
Reel it
far.
in. Reel it in.
That's-
So Jesse's like, it's accurate. I mean, he's not
I was
wrong.
to say, yeah, it's not wrong.
In the bedroom, you hear a soft beeping noise.
Yeah, no, I find it.
I hope that's not one of her
It looks like-
phallic devices.
It's
looks-
okay. It's a timed one. We
It
identified
looks-
it before it explodes.
It looks like it's a pad.
I pull up a pad here. What do I see? Oh, God! Oh, I don't want to look at that. Oh,
It's actually receiving a message, and it's nothing but My Little Pony porn. No,
ah, God! What the Jesse?
Survived
I mean, not Jesse.
hundreds of
Vera.
years.
Yeah. I mean, but Jesse and
Whichever
Vera,
one it
it's fine.
is, you know.
It's-
It's
it's-
at
it's
this
fine.
point,
Q
the
says
roles
hello.
are blurring.
No, it's a signal that's being received. Here's the interesting thing. It's a dissertation and breakdown of Dr. Phlox, but it's written
Oh.
in Bajoran.
Real quick, I'm gonna show it to
Do
Mogan.
you see this?
Do you see this?
Like,
Is
Yeah.
this?
Well,
am I
I,
completely out of my mind at this point? I
I'm
just
not
need to
rather
know.
fluent in Bajoran, but
Okay,
I
you're
do
seeing Bajoran.
recognize-
You're seeing Bajoran. Okay.
I do recognize the grand works of the great Dr. Phlox in any language.
you like studied how to spell flocks in every single
Yes, he
language.
actually did. So he's been on first contact missions, and he will just walk up and be like, "Flock." Well, he'll drop his pad.
That's exactly how it goes. Yeah. There's all the lubricant on the pad. That's what you drop
Oh,
in.
Vera, come on. No, okay. So
Which
What
is-
are you using? What are you using the pad for? Oh,
It vibrates.
geez.
It vibrates.
If it can vibrate, it's useful.
That's it.
all right. So I'm looking at this. Where's the signal coming from, or is it just in the pad?
That's a
Well,
good
I certainly
question.
wish that we had a science officer.
It would be
here.
awesome if we had a science officer. I don't
Wouldn't
know.
it be great?
He was the best at science.
All right, I want to see if we can. I want to try. I'm going to take the pad.
Hang on,
from
I
C2.
roll to cry. Hang on.
Okay.
Every.
I
and
give you the
also-
pad. I give you the pad, and I cry.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Oh, I cry
I'm gonna
hard. I failed miserably. I can't hold back the tears. I
start
just-
laughing. Is what
Fine,
you do.
like, every
I
other.
start, no, I start doing the Joker laugh. She's dead.
I'm gonna try to see if I can
She's
detect or
dead.
decrypt.
She's
where
dead.
Insight plus engineering
Hmm.
as you stroke his face.
She's dead.
She's like, she is.
I have one success.
and wait, is that one of the? I can't think what their names are.
Television.
The butt people. Yeah, the Telosians. Thank you.
Yeah, but
The
leaving it.
butt people. Wow.
Look, she knew what I meant immediately.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just feel like pointing
yeah,
that out. Any Star Trek fan will know who the butt people are.
Yeah.
I got it. It's just
You
that's
got it too,
offensive.
so don't
That's
even come at
offensive.
me. They have
That-
butts for heads. Don't come to me on this.
That
I
that was
wonder-
where I got pissed off at Discovery, where they ruined the butt heads. It's
God.
They never showed the back of their heads. We don't know if they've still got that thick ass back there. They could.
No, it's like flexible, like your puff thing, so they can just go.
Yeah, they're clapping those
God.
cheeks is what they're doing.
Vera's interested.
I'm sorry. So you succeeded a roll.
Hey man, are
Probably.
you jacking it over there?
You can tell. You can actually tell it's being sent from somewhere. The message is being sent over and over. So once you receive it once, it's being sent again.
But where's it from?
Well, that's a good question.
Moga, help me
the
out
first-
here. I burn a thing to get the extra information. Give me the extra information.
You
And if
weren't-
you take the
well,
first letters of
as-
every, if you take the first letters of every sentence, it says "fuck you, assholes."
as the person who did,
Oh, that means Dr. Phlox did that. Actually, if you think
she
about
is
it.
alive. No,
But no, really, we like.
well, as the person who didn't roll, you don't have that capability. But
That's true. I turned to
I'm
Moga and
gonna
say, "You should
roll.
burn a thing to get more information." Let me get my arm around your neck. Okay, you should roll. You should
Should I roll or should I burn a thing?
or burn a thing. Sorry, burn a thing. I'm
No,
getting my
I should
terminology
burn a
confused
thing.
here. I'm sorry.
you want to?
Well,
That'll
I'll
give
kill
you
you
two
later.
successes. That'll give you two successes. You're able to tell that it is coming from a nearby system.
I think it might be coming from inside the room.
Oh my God!
She's in the rafters.
She's literally just, she's actually not even hiding.
I'm
She's
just
actually
like-
just standing in the corner, just like, you
Guys.
dumb morons. I'm right here.
Glistening. She's there.
Glistening.
Uh,
Why are you glistening? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Like,
as
you
exciting
find out-
as the concept is to receive the great works of Dr. Phlox, this message is originating from a system not quite far from our current position. Perhaps
All
we
right.
should inform the captain.
Not yet. First, I go to the transporter room. Here, do you mind coming with me, Doctor?
Oh, if you insist.
You didn't to kill me.
No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to kill you. I know I said I would, but that was a joke. I'm not going to kill you. Don't be silly. She's already dead, so I don't need to kill you. Okay, so we come down there.
I'm
And
your only friend.
yes, you're my only friend.
And if you
And,
want, you can become one of my husbands.
No, that's okay. I'd rather die. But what I do want to do, for
Rearrange.
real, whether we do this in transport room or not, what I want to do is see if we can find the residue of the Vera out there. If it's still out there,
You'd have to use scanners first.
then let's frickin' do it.
Okay. Well, the ship is actually okay. So the answer
Did we
is yeah.
Oh.
The answer is you think that you might be able to, but you'd have to return and use sensors to do so.
Captain, can I have a word with you, please?
He answers. He says, "Certainly, I'm in my ready room."
All right. Moga, do me a favor and don't talk about Phlox for the next 3.5 minutes, please.
Well, that's going to be rather difficult.
I know.
considering
I know.
I have to describe what's on the pad.
It's okay.
and
No,
the
no, you
great
don't.
works of
It's
Phlox
okay.
is
It's
on the pad.
acceptable. We just have to kind of skip. You know what? Take 5, buddy. Here, I hand him a cigarette. All right. Excuse me.
Well, nicotine is certainly a way to relax the body.
So I basically I'm rushing up to the ready room. I basically jog in there.
Okay.
I'm slowly walking behind him to get
Yeah,
there.
I like to think that he shows up like a full minute behind
Yeah.
me. Like I'm in the middle of
I'm
talking.
not breaking a sweat for
and then he
anyone.
kind of comes in like, "Hi, yes, I'm here too." Captain, word of your permission to speak freely.
He says, "Granted. Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
What's
I think
up?
Vera's alive, and I think we need to go back and figure out what actually died.
He pauses a moment. He says, "Lieutenant, grief hits us in all kinds of different ways.
Sir,
Not to mention that you have been
Sir.
acting funny
Sir.
since before this operation." Interrupting
I grew
me
up
is
on
gonna be-
Bajor. This is in grief, all right?
That's okay. I grew up on. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay.
Well, pulling up.
Do you have
that card.
evidence of this? We saw.
Pulling out the "I survived a genocide" card.
So as he asks,
Look, I'm just saying, my entire family was murdered in front of me by Cardassians. Maybe, I don't know. I left it ambiguous on purpose. But
I grew
the
up
point,
around a white family and relative ease. I mean, we all got our stories. So what,
I pull out a phaser and shoot the captain. All right. I walk outside. Every captain is racist. And I'm taking over as captain of this ship. Let's go get the spoonheads.
No,
That's
but he
racist.
does. He says, "We saw evidence. It looked incontrovertible. We do have to get to Bajor as quickly as possible. Do you have any evidence of this?"
I do, but it's a little bit slow.
I arrive just as they're asking.
Dr. Moga, fantastic. Please share this. If you would share the information, please.
Certainly.
Without-
After I
Without
catch my-
referencing Dr.
Certainly. And when I found Cito inside
you could talk about Floss.
No. I want to see him try this. I want to see him do this.
I found Cito crying alone inside of Vera's room, and I decided to console him as a doctor is wont to do, and thought that he may have needed another shot of an analgesic cream. But while we were in there, we discovered this pad that had a peculiar message that seems to be rather encrypted for myself and Cito. One is a rather personal great works of one of our great heroes of Genobula, and it is also written in the Bajoran language. And I believe that this signal is originating from someplace not far from here.
So you two were her closest confidants, correct?
Yes, sir.
I would like to think that I was the closest.
He wasn't. But,
He reached. May I see the pad?
Oh God, no! That's our only. He's gonna take the pad. He's gonna snap it in half. That's what I think of you and your stupid thing.
Takes the pad and he just goes like, he's just like stuck.
Oh,
in
why
his
is it sticky? Okay, yeah, no. Go ahead.
Just slides right off.
Go ahead and give him the pad. Whatever.
Okay, this is where
Yeah,
this is where I start to throw wrenches into the whole plan here,
Oh,
and I'm
geez, here
gonna
we go.
try not to. So I'm gonna give him the pad, but as I give him the pad, I want to knock him out with my hypo spray.
Oh my God!
Cool.
I want to knock his ass out.
All
Oh
right.
my God!
We're gonna battle
We're
of the
gonna
binary
die.
star. We're gonna battle of the binary stars. This bitch. I
That's
love
right.
it.
We are gonna die.
That's right. We're gonna binary.
The binary star battle.
Hang on. You know that shows sometimes with the flash forward thing. So flash forwards and Vera's just sitting there like, "What took you so long?" Well,
We
That's
lost
Moga.
another captain.
yeah, we
that's-
lost another one.
Give me
Sorry.
a
No,
daring
can we just
plus-
we cut to me wherever I am, and I'm just like hitting on somebody. It's like, what's going on?
God dang it!
It's like they're
How did you
probably
even find someone?
they're probably killing the captain right now. That's what she's saying to herself.
Yeah, no, my buddies, they got my shield. They're probably killing the captain right now.
Give me a daring plus security.
Oh my God!
Okay, here we go. Okay. So
What'd you get? What'd you get? I wasn't looking. Hang on. Which one of these is you? Which one of these dice is you?
I
Both.
might have.
Okay, so that's an interesting roll.
Did you get
So-
at least one success?
Yes.
So yes, I had one success.
He critical failure. So
Yeah, and a critical failure. Yeah.
no,
It's like,
he
whoa.
critical failure, not you.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
oh.
you didn't get a 20, but he got a 20.
Like
So
slips
he-
and falls.
He's like, what the hell are you doing? And then you inject it. Are you killing him, or are you just
No,
knocking
please
him?
don't kill him.
No, I'm not
please.
killing him. I'm
Okay.
just knocking him out.
Okay. Well, he slumps to the ground.
There's gonna be like a 2-second pause as I'm just.
It's like I feel like this is somewhat my fault. I'm going to be honest. That's what Cito says.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is kind of on me. This is all on me. I take full responsibility. Who's on con right now?
That would be Ensign Chakota.
Chakotay. Hey, what's
Wow.
up, Ensign Chakotay?
You hit the comm then, I guess, or what?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I hit the badge on my Ensign Chakotay. Could you do me a favor and
Chakota.
redirect us?
Chakota, sir.
I'm sorry, Chakota. I apologize. I was mistaking you for a very handsome and magnificent man who I actually knew back at the academy, who was actually, by the way, canonically the actual teacher for Rolar. I just discovered that today.
Really?
I'm female, sir. How can I help you?
Yeah. So what I would like is for you to immediately set course for, I don't remember the name of the system that we just came from, the one where the death happened.
I'll set course for the place
I'm
where
saying
the death
that
happened.
to you, the GM. I don't remember the system we were in that where the fleet was and the Maquis ship.
Yeah. There's
Well, don't
a,
you know where the signal's coming from?
yeah, there's a pause, and she says, "Aren't you in the ready room, sir?"
I am. There's this pause, and I say, Ensign, I don't want to pull rank, but we are on a bit of a time crunch, please.
Okay. Yes, sir. Time's a factor, Lieutenant.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna say, isn't the
Well,
whole
so while
point to
he's doing
fight
that-
rank?
While he's doing that, I've grabbed the captain's body and I've slumped it into his chair.
And taking it down to the sex dungeon.
No, I slumped it into the ready room
Just
chair.
as
The captain wakes up in like a sex swing. He's like, "What the fuck?"
What is
Oh,
this?
got a
How
ball
is this
gag
on
in his
my
mouth.
ship?
and then just a message on a console. I've got it all on tape.
Oh, so I'm sorry. What are you doing with the captain? Other
I'm
than-
With
putting-
the captain's body. Let's be honest. What are you doing with
Yeah.
the captain?
What am I not doing? Yeah, and you're lucky that I didn't kill him. I think is
I mean,
more appropriate term.
do you say that in character? I'm just curious.
Certainly. I'm gonna put him into the chair, and then I'm gonna turn to you and say, "Reason I did that is I do believe that there are changelings about us, and I know for certain that I am not one of them, and I believe that you are
How
not
do you know you're
either."
not one of them?
I don't know. I believe it's because I just knocked out the captain in the hopes that we can rescue our other
Do me a
stalwart,
favor.
intrepid friend.
Do me a favor. Hold out your hand.
Certainly.
Blood.
Okay, first off, rude.
No, I'm just gonna watch the blood for a second, right?
Okay, yeah, there's
Sexual.
It is just blood, I assume. Now, this is funny because, of course, in out of character, I know that those tests don't work at all, but whatever. So in character, I check and I'm like, okay, and I go ahead and get myself, and blood comes. It's just blood, right? Please tell me I'm not a change. Like I don't know it.
It's just blood.
Okay, we're safe, the two of us. How do we test him without asteroid slice?
His throat, right?
No, just on the arm, something
Okay.
hand. They
Yeah,
all do the
there's
hand.
blood trickling down.
Watch it for a few seconds. Okay.
Well, it would
Let's
appear
do
as though I
positives.
was a little presumptuous in
No,
my
it was a good move.
actions.
It was a good move. I'm gonna back you on this one. I think we should own up. No, I'll own up. I'll take responsibility, and I'll share my thoughts because we already are pretty sure that one of us was infiltrated by. I mean, that Vera was a changeling. I think we both agree on that, right?
Certainly, but we don't have to own up to anything. I'm confident in my medical skills that
Oh
I will
my
convince
God,
the
you're gonna-
captain that he simply had an episode and that he passed out and we put him back into his chair.
You know what? Okay, I'll trust you on this. I'm gonna go to the bridge. You deal
Didn't
with
take
him.
Didn't take him to med bay.
Let me know
Didn't
if you
run any
need
scans.
me. You Porthos, if you Porthos. You follow me?
Yeah, indeed, yes, I understand the Porthos contingency.
Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna go to the bridge.
He's never gonna make it out of there alive. You realize?
I'm
that?
actually gonna. I'm well aware, but anyways, I'm gonna go to the bridge. I'm gonna sit down in the captain's chair. Can I just take a moment? This is like my first time in the captain's chair. I just take a moment, like,
So one of the officers like, "Sir, you're in the captain's chair."
I'm aware. Are we almost? And I'm just in full taking command mode, by the way. What's our ETA?
About 10 minutes, sir, but it looks like there's a ship on scanners now.
What type of ship?
She pauses a moment, and it appears to be a runabout, sir? One of the newer ones. It looks like it's disabled.
That's very unusual. Why didn't we detect it earlier?
I'm not the fucking history fairy, sir. I don't. She
No,
she
this
pauses,
is a direction.
She pauses.
I'm not asking her. Sorry, I should be more clear. I kind of turn a little bit towards the sensor station, which I assume has someone manning it right now. Why didn't we detect this earlier? I want to make it clear that's not an accusatory tone.
Yeah, the officer there looks confused. Like, I'm not sure, sir. Certainly that should have pulled up something on our long-range sensors. However, when we were headed away, obviously we weren't completely focused on that direction.
No, I understand,
there are some odd readings from it, though. I'm not convinced. It seems to be changing.
Is it in a state of quantum flux? Please tell me it's not in a state of quantum flux.
He says, "No, sir. I'm not picking up any kind of."
Thank God.
Any
I don't want to go through that again.
I'm not picking up any chronotons, sir.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness that they invented that so we can just tell when time travel happens. That's such a convenient thing for them to add to the show, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You just hear from the captain's radar.
Oh my God! Scan the captain right now. Is he flooded with chronotons? No, I'm kidding. I don't actually say that.
Sir, there's no life science for the captain.
What? I mean, no, that's okay. He was a changeling.
That's right. Don't worry about it. I'm the medical doctor.
I'll say who has life science.
Him.
Or no, I'll say who has life science or not.
Oh my God!
I'll decide that.
Cuts back to Vera. And then cuts back.
But no, I'm gonna. Ensign, what's your fame? Not Chakotay, the other one. The senator.
Kota.
So I turn to Lieutenant Ketwalski and I say, Lieutenant Ketwalski, could you do me a favor? I want you to. And I pause a moment as I collect my thoughts. There was an accident aboard the Romulan. Was it a Dederdex we were on?
Yeah, you were on a Dederdex.
There was a Dederdex that we were on board for as part of the joint operation. During that, a suspect Maquis ship collided and destroyed part of the thing, including something that we'd like to identify in greater detail. Is there any chance you could give me an extrapolation of exactly where that accident occurred and then try to figure out the math of the exact arc it would have taken to figure out its current location, please?
Just so out of character, so I understand, you're trying to determine where.
I want to know where the changeling body is.
Okay. The lieutenant.
What I presume to be the changeling body.
The lieutenant pauses a moment. And he says that was somewhat vague. I can try to use some of the information that was given in the sensor sweeps we had when the attack occurred, and attempt to determine. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
And he says it'll take me a little bit, but I'll get it done as quick as possible.
Just get working, and thank you. I turn to who's on TAC right now. Is anybody on TAC?
No, the same officer. He's running science and tactical.
Go ahead and head to science. I'll take tactical, and I'll get out of the captain's chair. There's like a moment of hesitation, and then I get out of the captain's chair and I go up to the tactical, and I start getting us. We're in red alert status. Shields are up. Right.
Okay. Well, you are now. You just said go to red alert.
Yeah.
Okay. It says yeah. It says, would you like us to alert the captain so they can come out, sir?
Actually, I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Like running tactical.
Very subtle.
You're going to tactical. It's like alerting the captain, and then all of a sudden, nope, I got that one. I'll go ahead and just.
I'm not a good liar. What do you want from me? Actually, no, I am a good liar. I forgot. Hang on, I'm a good liar. So I use my good liar stat, and I'm literally persuasion is one of my focuses. So I'm like, tap the badge. Dr. Moga, how's the condition going?
The captain is still out after we specifically.
No, God, don't. I don't want to shoot the entire bridge crew, but I will.
Play your character the way you would.
Yeah, no, I'll adapt.
This is the ship's medical doctor, chief of medicine.
You can talk about
Dr.
Phlox now. It's
Moga.
okay.
Oh, Thank you, but I will say that our patient is still under the
The
flu
con
that he
and
was
it's actually-
experiencing hit him rather hard, and I
No,
believe that
it's
he
got to be spacey. The Preparian flu.
Oh, right. The Trilaxian measles that he came down with definitely hit him rather hard, and he will be out for, I would say, several hours, if not days, or perhaps even life-threatening.
Oh my goodness.
The captain-
Well, please keep me informed of his status. I want to make
The-
sure the poor captain's
The
okay.
Certainly.
science officer looks up, says, "Is the captain still in the medical bay?
Sir,
Or still in the captain's quarters, sir?"
Actually, and I'm going to go ahead and lie over Moga here because we got an open comm. And be like, given the immediacy of how the outbreak happened and the fact that he didn't have time to set up proper containment, we haven't had a chance to convey him to the medical bay yet. We need to set up containment fields and all that fun stuff.
And all that fun stuff is how you're.
All that fun. He's dying. All that fun stuff.
It'll be fine.
All that jazz. You know
It'll
what I'm talking
be
about.
fine.
I will tell you, as ship's medical chief physician doctor, that the condition of the patient is rather delicate, and moving him certainly is without question, but I am more than willing of staying right here to ensure that he never leaves this room.
Ever,
Gotta roll
ever
for
Oh
that.
again.
my
I
god.
gotta roll for that. No, no.
Yeah.
The way that was phrased.
I'll roll too if I have to, because I mean I'm flying through my teeth at this point,
Oh, I'm just having some fun now.
and I get an extra dice, which is good. Because it's
Alright,
persuasion.
Moga.
That's one
give me
success
a-
for me.
Am I
Give me
rolling?
a,
What do you
yeah,
need?
I need Oh hell.
Oh God.
So that would probably
Presence-
be daring. I'm thinking. No. Presence.
And command, I'd say. It's the closest.
Honestly, I can hear an argument for medicine because he is, lying through medicine. It's like what the presence is the lie.
Yeah.
The medicine is through the lie. What the
Yeah,
lie
but he's like, I'll keep him here. So that's not exactly
I'll
a
keep him
medical-
here forever.
I'll make sure. So go
He
ahead.
never leaves.
Give me a presence.
Yeah, I have one success, one failure. No critical.
No critical? Okay. Okay.
Please don't make me attack the bridge crew. I'll do it. These might be changelings. That'll be my excuse to the board of inquiry.
She says the
E.
science officer nods his head and taps his comm bag, and he says, medical team to the captain's office, or to the captain's quarter, or not quarters, the captain's
room.
whatever. Ready room. There we go. Sorry. Medical team to captain's ready room, and then hits it off and nods his head, and then looks back down. During this time, the con officer looks up and says, "We're almost there, sir. Sensors have cleared up. It does appear to be a small Federation craft. It looks to be civilian."
Any life signs? I'm sorry, I have you working on something else. I'll pull it up on tactical myself, and I am scanning for life signs on
All right. Give me an insight and security.
Why is it security? I'm not going to complain, but
You're right. No, you're right. I'm sorry. It was.
Why did
Science.
you say anything?
Yeah, I mean, you could have had someone else.
Well, what's funny is
Science.
security would have been 2 successes, but science is 2 failures.
Give me a second. Let's look.
I'm
this
not
up.
joking. Because my
Hilarious.
security is 5 and my science is 1.
I blame science.
High for specialization.
Oh, it's actually
It's security.
it's not security. No. Okay.
Damn it! Come on, con. It can
I
be
was doing
con.
security because I just had it in my mind because I don't know. Just-
Medicine, command, con, anything but science, really. I prayed. I'm like prophets. Okay, I hate you, and I
It's
want you to
reason
die.
plus science. It's reason plus science.
That's even worse. That's awful. So yeah, that's a mega failure.
425 bodies. It can't handle that many people, but it looks like 425 life signs. Would you like me to help?
What
You,
the
you know,
fuck, Alex?
usually it's considered rude for a GM to turn a character into a zombie without their knowing. Just speaking as a professional GM to another, I guess you're not actually professional, but speaking to another GM who sucks.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's awesome.
Speaking to I'm sorry, I can't be a professional like you. So I appreciate you dealing
You
with an
two
amateur.
are so stupid. I hate you.
I just want to know what a professional is. I think.
Yeah,
I
here we
would be
go.
very
It cuts back
interested
to
see.
Vera. I'm like escaping myself at this point.
Yeah, she's just God, really? No, okay.
No, it's cool. I'm just looking at my numbers as you, from a professional entertainer
go.
online to somebody who can't. Pull
I mean,
the
I do
same
make
numbers.
more money than you.
Okay, well that's fine.
Ooh.
God, I didn't know. Is
So
tape
does a
measure
prost-
part of the physical props of the show now?
Yeah. Should I?
So does the
should I-
Clintons.
Okay,
It doesn't- So do the Clintons.
Okay,
It doesn't
so
show quality.
I look at this terrible data, and I'm like, okay, I've got to still be seeing things. I'm sorry, Lieutenant. Pause. Ensign. Pause. What's your name again?
Which one are you talking to? There's two.
Sensor guy.
Sensor guy.
Sensor guy, come over here.
Lieutenant Cynthia, sir. And he walks over.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
doing
thank you, Lieutenant Sensia.
Yeah, great, Captain.
I'm sorry to pull you off the job. I'm sorry. Could you do me a favor and verify these readings? Just want to make sure I'm seeing this clearly.
The science officer looks over and looks a bit confused. It looks like there's either 1 or 292. These sensors are
That's
odd.
what I thought. No, that's okay. Thank you for verifying that. Please get back to the debris thing.
Sure.
Please and thank you.
As you're working on that, the turbo lift opens. Out rushes a young.
I'm gonna go.
Vulcan
This is
woman.
my great excuse. I'm gonna go ahead with them.
Okay, the young Vulcan woman runs in. Okay, you realize it's your one nurse that you have since it's a O-birth class. She comes in with her. She comes in with her medical thing, takes out her tricorder and begins hitting and scanning it. She's like, "I'm here to help out, sir."
Oh, well, that's. I'm glad that you're here. Now you know that the captain does indeed have tetrazine measles, and that is something that's highly contagious.
You gave him measles. Why did you do this? Hang on. Vulcan neck pinch her really quick. Okay, you gave her measles. Oh, I mean him. Oh, you gave it to her too. Oh my God, I have measles. Why did you do this? I run up to the bench. No, and I just start smearing my hands over everyone.
I didn't give him measles. I'm lying about
Off
the
on
measles,
people's faces.
which now it's going to be time to call my bluff.
She says it's You said you gave him the Paparian measles, or that he has Paparian measles.
Indeed, that is a rather rare case, but not unheard of in
Yeah.
long space travel
She
ships
says-
aboard O-berth class vessels. But if you'd like to come around the table here to run a more detailed scan,
That's
get
what
nice
she's
and
doing.
close.
She begins scanning. She says, "Yeah, I've heard that it can happen on O-berth and science vessels, but I've never seen a case." As she begins scanning them.
To O-berths? They're that crap that
And
there's an
science
illness specifically to O-berths.
and science vessels.
Sir, you've been assigned to an O-berth. Oh no!
No, I'm
I
gonna
might
better
get
get my measles.
I'm gonna get the measles. No!
Okay, while she's
Remember,
scanning
kids,
him,
if you're- It's O-birth season, so get your shots.
Oh my God!
There's 22 crew members, just so we're all aware, since you're going down one by one by one.
I was just say 21. Let's clarify
Well, no,
that
we're at
number.
20. We're at 20 at this point because I'm assuming you're
Oh.
about to take out another one.
Oh my God!
No, it'd be 18. I'm sorry, including
Yeah.
it would be 17. 'cause
Including
you have
Vera,
Yeah.
Vera, the captain.
I'm gonna go back to the bridge before we lose more people. You got this in hand, Dr. Morgan?
I certainly do.
Yeah, you got
Excellent.
this in hand.
Back off to the bridge, and you can come back to me in a minute. While you finish him up.
All right. What are you doing?
Okay, so here's the thing: is if I want to actually give him the measles, I need to roll for that.
Okay,
Correct.
so are you actually giving him the measles?
Oh my God! You're getting...
You do need to roll for that, yes.
Do you? I'm curious. On your character sheet, in focuses, does it say contagious virus plague spreader or
Infectious
something?
diseases.
Yeah,
and
he
you know
did.
what
You
else?
actually.
That's how we
Infectious
started.
diseases.
That's how this entire thing started. Is
It's
when
true.
The
When
Orions,
he
yeah.
rolled for the Orions, he's like, "I
That's
got
true.
this," and that's how. By the
Yeah,
way,
so I have infectious diseases. So we're gonna try to roll to say that I actually did it while everybody was out of the room.
all right,
Okay. What am I rolling here?
you if you do badly on this, you will kill him.
Good.
Oh dear Jesus.
It's
I
going to
want
get
you to roll-
3 critical fails.
I
Calling
want
it
you to
now.
roll insight plus medicine.
Just saying it. 3 20s. Let's see it.
Oh.
Well, that's not a 20. You get a
I had
third one.
one success, and then I can re-roll one of them, right?
No, you just
Why?
get a third dice
Oh,
Oh,
just a
Chris-
third dice.
yeah.
Oh.
because of your focus. Okay. He's
Okay,
alive.
then.
Yeah, so 2 successes.
Okay. I will actually use a threat to incur a
Oh dear
critical
God, thanks.
failure. It looks like
That's
you
good.
gave
Let's fucking kill him.
you gave too much, and he is going into cardiac arrest.
Oh dear fucking God.
He wasn't a changeling. I come back to the bedroom just muttering in my head, he wasn't a changeling. He wasn't a changeling.
You could fake it. It's like he was a changeling the whole time.
He was a changeling the whole time, guys. Have you guys seen
Do
Meet
you
the
wanna-
Spy, Team Fortress 2?
I
No.
don't know.
No.
For those of you at home who've seen that, there's this bit where he's like, he was the spy. Look, he'll change back any second. Any second.
No, you want to know what?
That's basically where we're at right now.
yeah.
Here's what we'll do. Now, here's what we'll do. Let's see. It's a D20. Roll a D20. 1 through 10 is going to be one. 11 through 20 will be another. There are 2 different options that'll happen.
Hold on.
1 through
18.
10. Okay. Well.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
We have killed 2.
No,
Excuse me.
he's not-
You have killed 2.
No.
I
Captain.
knew.
Here's what
we
happened.
We
all
are literally
killed-
cursed in the annals of Starfleet
He's not.
history.
He's not.
We
dead.
all killed the first guy.
He's not. He's not dead. The infectious disease did get out though. So when you insert it
Yay!
into
Well, it would appear as though our captain has both infected myself and our lovely Vulcan nurse. And
Not me. I'm over there. I'm safe.
we need to initiate quarantine procedures inside of the captain's ready room. So I'm going to activate my comm badge and inform Cito.
the nurse looks over. It's like, sir, it's already in the ventilation. The entire ship's at risk.
Cuts back to
Of
Vera
course,
for a
because
hot.
this is an old Earth.
Cuts back to Vera for a hot second. I'm like taking out guards one by one. Just
Going to do
really
something.
making it through.
If you want something done, got to do it yourself.
Oh my
Right.
God, we're
Like,
working
they're
on it.
not
I
fucking-
swear.
They're not
She's
fucking
going full
coming for me.
Thanos right now.
When I say we, I mean I'm working on it. He's trying to kill the captain and also all of us. How quickly do symptoms start to manifest?
Cito
I'm
to
just-
Moga to Cito. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Moga, come in.
A slight complication with
What's
our
the
patient.
complication? Where are the pustules showing up on my hand?
In the background, you hear the Vulcan. We're all gonna die. A Vulcan.
What?
says. No,
There
Vulcan
are
doesn't
several
say that.
symptoms of the measles
Oh my God!
outbreak.
Can you treat us? Can you
As soon as I have the time, I can try
please
to
make the time
inoculate the
as of this
crew.
exact moment right now?
Well, I'll do the best I can, but
Thank you very much for your assistance, Dr. Beep.
Should I probably try to save the crew, or should I just let us all
No,
die?
oh my God! The end of the adventures, the final episode, they all die from measles.
And Vera
dear
never
Jesus.
made it out.
Vera is no. Next season, it's just Vera.
Like,
No,
these
the
are
last
fucking
shot.
idiots.
The last shot is Vera covered in blood, a Jim Hadar head in one hand and a knife in the other. And she's like,
Oh my God.
she's like, I'm gonna.
just like Dear Jesus. I've changed.
I've
Could
changed.
you get a communication channel open with that runabout, please, Ensign?
It's not a. She says yes, sir. It actually wasn't runabout. There's something going on with the sensors themselves. It was a civilian ship, and she says she attempts to open up hailing frequencies, but no one answers.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
everyone's coughing and starting to wheeze on the bridge.
Yeah, I was just saying, hang on.
This
Let's look at the symptoms for measles really quick here.
But these
That's
are
just-
Paparian measles.
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, I know.
these are-
So we've got hacking cough, running nose, high fever, red eyes. That's normal.
Yeah,
we
everyone's
also-
got that immediately.
Yeah, there's also rash and a lot of itchy skin. That's
Everyone's
wonderful.
skin is peeling off.
Oh
People's
my
skin is
God,
peeling off.
melting. It's straight up Indiana Jones right now.
Yeah.
And delusions.
Okay, so we need to attack the Klingon Bertaborg. That's.
So should I try to save the crew? I guess.
I mean,
Roll
what do
for
you want
that.
to do?
No, let us die. We deserve to die.
Well, I
We
mean, it's not
deserve
gonna...
this fate, really.
Well, no, but here's the thing: the measles, you don't necessarily. It is possible for people to actually live through them. So if you want to let the strongest survive, you could go through that.
Oh my God!
Well,
You are not in Sabanur, okay?
maybe I
Two,
am.
two people in the audience are gonna get that.
I got that.
Oh, hey, someone got that. Holy crap! All right, so
I didn't. So
it's the problem with having like every fiction in my head. I make references all over the place.
Not a Star Trek reference.
No, it's not a Star Trek reference. That's an X-Men reference. Okay, so like, I hang
It's
on.
not your call. Hold on. Let's go to Getwalski. What's your
Yeah,
character gonna do?
Yeah, we cut to Moga. What are you actually doing?
I'm gonna try to save the crew.
I like how
boring.
aggravated you sound. No, think of it as a challenge.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. But
Okay,
I
think of it
appreciate your
as
effort.
you can decide who gets to live and who dies.
That's true. I want to build an inoculation only on my specific
For
hypo.
denobulins and Bajorans and Trill. So you build an inoculation. You say it's for everyone, but it's really only for Trills, for Bajorans, and for...
And of course, they will have no way of knowing. So you just, oh, it's not working for some reason. Oh,
Oh, there's nothing I can do. Your symptoms will hopefully abate, or you'll die. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. What am I rolling for? Insight
Well,
medicine.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to build a specific
oh my God! He's
inoculant
actually doing it.
for
Okay, so this is going to be a process. Okay,
Okay.
so you're going to do 4 rolls, and we're going to see if you're able to do it specific. Okay, so
Okay.
the first one is going to be an insight in science to do more research into it.
Okay, one failure, one pass, no criticals.
Okay, now a insight in medicine.
Okay. 2 passes.
And then a daring in medicine. We're only going to do 3. Hey.
Work, I'm sure. 1 success.
Okay. So from what you can tell, it looks like. So who are you trying to inoculate? Just what we literally just said.
Myself, Vera, and whichever comes back on board, and Cito.
Okay. So it's specific to only your DNA or Trill, Bajorans, and Denobulans.
We'll
It's
say
going to be a lot harder to do specific to DNA.
yeah.
You
Let's
can.
say just the species in general,
Okay.
especially if there's other Trills and Majorans and probably not on board. But that way it's a bit of cover for our story. Is I could only get it for certain species.
Okay. So it seems like you're successful. So you begin inoculating the crew.
Okay, how many are left, and who dies horrifically?
Well, we're gonna figure that out soon. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Doesn't instantly happen unless these were like mega measles, like you went out of your way to. Which why would you be
Mega
inserting
measles?
that into the captain?
Yeah, why would you ever do that, right?
I didn't mean to give him mega measles, but it would appear as though I did a little too much.
You guys are all fucked up.
Look, none of this is me. Do not pin this on me.
No,
okay?
that's not true at all. Remember earlier when I knocked him out, you said this was my fault, so we're sticking with that.
Oh, God,
Sir.
fine.
Sir.
I'll take authority. Sure.
Sir, we're receiving a hail. We're finally receiving a hail. It's text only though. It says, "Beam the only Trill on the ship off now."
You fucking morons.
I was going to look. I've been deliberately not doing stuff because I don't want to step over Moga's gameplay. That's all. I would be doing stuff this whole time otherwise.
Sure. Well, that's what you received, literally that, and the
Well,
fucking morons.
Yeah, with the fucking morons.
Can we
It better
identify?
be in there.
Can we identify one Trill?
Yeah, she says yes, sir.
Beam them directly to the bridge, please.
Okay. So you find Vera beamed to the.
I do have the Jemadar head in my hand.
Oh my God!
love it.
Actually, I am going to pull a phaser and point it at the direction we're beaming to, just
Okay.
in case.
It is Vera, and I guess she has a Jimhadar head.
Vera, what
one of-
happened on my 3rd year between me and Susie Seldskin?
I don't give a fuck. I'm traumatized.
Okay, good enough for me. Just as an FYI, you have measles.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
ET dubs.
I take the gem on our head and I just kick it right at the fucking view screen. I'm like, well, of course I have fucking measles. What else could go wrong?
I hate to ask, but what is Vera wearing right now?
Well, it's up
Nothing.
to Vera.
Nothing.
The
Blood.
ship.
No,
I'm
blood.
covered in like
Just-
gem on
there's
our blood.
just blood.
There's like Ketracel white like underneath my nose. Like I was like,
Grounded up.
yeah, just like
Have you
snorting
been-
it.
Have you
The
been?
ship. So the ship does explode as you're talking. Just
Yeah,
to let you
have
know,
you
just to
been-
add to this.
What?
The,
What happened? Why was
so-
it exploding?
What she relays to you is that I'm gonna let you tell most of the story. I'm gonna tell the end because you don't know it. The ship had been infected with parasites, similar to what you were seeing on the station, and she rigged it to blow before she had you beamed over. Now you can tell everything before that and have fun with it. It's up to you. I told you how you got there. You
Wait.
can do whatever you want.
So wait, say that again. What
Sure.
happened? I
So
wanna check it
towards the end, the ship had become infected with the parasites that you saw at the research station.
Yes,
They
gotcha.
they probably got there through the means how you got there,
Okay.
and so from there you can do whatever you want. But you blew it up because those things are like
Yes.
they multiply and they kill people, and it's not like you're doing better on this ship, but still,
Yeah,
you didn't
so
know
I
that.
basically-
You didn't know that at the time.
I say this while standing naked on the bridge. And I say, so I was trying to seduce the guard. We were in the middle of
I kind of
some...
look down and then look up. I can see that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But right as we were going, the parasites started that we were fucking with this before started infecting the ship. So
From where? Where do they come from?
I don't know. You tell me. You were the one that got to stay on the outpost.
Well, she
Look,
certainly has a fair point.
I was busy saving
Mocha
not
pops in.
your life from the. You came back and you even had the answer to the question. Hang on a second. Hold out your hand. Slice.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. The last thing I remember is I was at a shuttle and it exploded.
I'm actually cutting her, by the way. I do actually want to get a blood.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure some of this blood on me is my own.
Oh yeah, let me actually wipe it off first. Get some hydrogen peroxide there, so the blood doesn't mix, and then okay, there we go. Blood come out.
Yep, I would assume so. Well,
Okay,
yeah.
we're cool.
Anyways, so seduce the guard. Guard started turning into a parasite, so I started fucking murdering everybody. Got on the ship, blew it up, came back here. So, also, Gemidars are fucking great lays if you can make that happen. Just to let you know.
Oh, that certainly seems like you have more than the measles, I think, now.
I hate to point this out, but Quark has a specific line in DS9 saying the Jem'Hadar don't have sex.
Oh,
It's
they
actually
do.
a line. That's why I find that
Not
so
a-
funny.
yeah.
Like
This
Vera
is where
found a way.
this is where I break canon. This is how I do it.
Oh my god.
You break
Tell me-
canon your way. I break canon my way.
Those boys are fucking. Okay, that's a fact.
So hang on. So I just kind of hold up my arm real quick.
Nice little fist bump.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you gotta do it.
Go see Dr.
Not-
Moga. You're gonna need some inoculations.
I'm also gonna-
I know. It's a long story.
Oh,
Actually,
I literally go. It's like you don't have to. I kind of assumed.
yeah, it's been. I'll get you up to speed when we're not on the bridge. But actually, you know what? Screw all that. Could you do me a favor and take over at Sensor? Lieutenant, I forgot your name. Sensoria.
Cynthia, sir.
Sensia. Sorry. Look, all y'all look the same
It's
to me.
German.
You freaking humans all look the same to me now.
I
Um,
think that watch me take over the science console and see I'm naked, covered in
Yes,
That's
blood.
what
no,
I
I
thought you were
actually-
saying, too. That's what I thought you were
Yeah,
going
no,
for.
go take it over while you're still naked. We're in a hurry here.
We got
All right.
time.
Come on,
Look at it.
let's
Time
go.
to
People's
fact.
fucking,
You know,
people's
I'm
fucking
also
faces
dealing-
are melting.
I'm dealing with a lot of trauma, but that's fine. It's all right. No
Do me a
problem.
favor, and with massive disadvantage, take over. No, I am kidding. I'm kidding. Let's get here, Vera. Come on. And I just kind of pull her aside and pull her in. I pause and I'm like, do I want to take her by Moga first? Yeah, hang on. Going to the captain's ready. Hey, Dr. Moga, I found our actual friend.
Oh, yes. Well, I did utilize my extremely talented medical expertise to deduce that you were, in fact, not dead, as we were led to believe. And it is
Yes,
good
it's
to
all on
see
him.
you.
He gets all the praise, and he also gets the praise for curing you of something.
Yes, well, while you were gone, we had a rash outbreak, an unexpected and undetermined
It was
ailment.
Yeah.
But the measles have infected the crew, and some of their skin is melting. But I
What
have
the hell,
inoculated.
Mother Lord?
Just a little, just a little, just a little.
I have developed an inoculant for Trills, Bajorans, and Denobulans. Not so much.
The Vulcan
humans
looks
and
up. Excuse me, sir. Should I
That's enough
leave?
out of you. That's enough out of you, nurse.
Oh my God! You really? Now, this is the first my character hearing it. You what?
I'm gonna assume the nurse wasn't there. I'm assuming you didn't say that.
No, I hope she is. I want her to hear it.
What is wrong with you?
Anyways, please stand still while I inoculate the two of you, and I've already inoculated myself, and
Okay.
the rest
I
of
can't-
you are.
I'm half expecting whatever you're about to inject me with is literally going to kill me. At this point, I'm just resigned to it.
I'm just going to inoculate both of you. You're good to go. So the three of us are fine.
Okay, perfect. Let's get you. Like I'm going to take her to the triple lift and take her to like her room, and I'm paused and I'm like, no, actually, I'm going to take her to my room, and because my room is a lot more sanitary,
Oh, gotcha.
and I'm
Yep.
going
I was
to.
like, I want to just lay down in the
Yeah,
sex swing and get
yeah,
some rest.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
no,
right.
no. Here,
Fluids.
here's a bed that is clean. I'll have to clean it after you're gone. And, here's I basically tuck her in and take care of her. I'm actually in full Big Brother mode at this point. I'm like, take care of you. Whatever you need. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm good. I just need a rest, and I also think I might be addicted to Catch Yourself White at this point.
Awesome. That's horrible if that's true, but it's okay. I plan to join the Dominion anyway, so it's gonna work out. All right.
Ah, thank God.
No more tears.
No more tears. No more. We're
White.
gonna join the Dominion and we're gonna serve the founders. It'll be wonderful. Now, let's go.
Catch Yourself White is life. It's great.
Yes, and I'll leave her there and turn off the lights as I go, and then wipe some Jem'Hadar blood off of my uniform. Then realize my whole uniform is stained with Jem'Hadar blood, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. I go back up to the bridge, completely coated now in the blood that's from her. Is anybody dead yet?
Yeah. Who can I save?
Yeah. Who's currently dead?
Who's not dead at this point is really the question.
Dead on the inside or dead for real? All right, so
Well, I've been dead on the inside
as
for
the
years.
time, you guys actually begin. So let me ask you this, because you're going to be the next in command at this point, Sito. What are you going to do with the ship? Are you going to make your way for Bajor?
I'm going to find that frickin' corpse. Like I already said, I'm actually pretty.
Right,
That's
so
important to me.
when you're looking for it, unfortunately, all detection of that is gone. It's as if it was never there.
Okay, so that's actually that's terrible. I was really hoping to have that as a bargaining chip. Just to verify, just make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
Just
You,
to
the
verify.
GM, yes, to verify
Nice.
this because it's Lieutenant Sensoria, who is terrible at your job. Thank you very much.
Well, maybe remember my name and I'll get a little better. Anyway,
I
what were you
should.
saying?
That'll
Yeah.
be nothing. I'll be hearing no more of that on my ship.
I'd
Yeah.
expect
I'll
a
bet.
professional GM to remember names, but what do I know? I'm only an amateur.
Actually,
Oh,
I go
Anyway,
out of my
what
way
were you saying?
as a
my
professional
God.
GM to
Oh.
deliberately misremember names as a form of comedy.
Here we go.
So for real though,
You'd know
I-
that if you're a professional.
That's
GM.
true. You would know that, other lord. No, okay. So I turned to the lieutenant, and I'm like, all right. No, I don't turn to the lieutenant at all. Screw the lieutenant. I turn to the GM. I look up at the sky, and I'm like, God, hey, I need a judgment call here. Are you telling me that we'd spend all the time and effort and hours, if necessary, to look this in? We take 20 and we
Yeah.
find nothing.
That's what I was saying, yes, because it's
Okay.
getting a little late. So I'm saying,
Yep. No, that's
that-
exactly what I wanted to know. Okay, that sucks. Let's go to Bajor Maximum Warp, please.
Would you like to, let me ask you this. Would you like to use your, because if you remember, and I hope they're on right now, they may not be, you were giving a blessing by the prophets, which kind of brought this on right now. Would you like to use that blessing at this point? For the three of you, it may not necessarily impact the crew.
What do you guys think? Because group consensus.
Fuck no.
I mean, you did just kind of screw the entire ship. We can't run the ship with 3 people. Okay?
I can still. There may be other Bajorans or Trill on the ship.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think we should go and restock.
No,
but
there
I'm
are not. It's 20
Oh,
people.
just kidding. So it's just the three of us now.
Just the three of us.
Can you guys give me about? I know it's about time. Can you guys give me about 15 minutes?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right. Continue on. I'm sorry. Continue talking. I just want to make sure.
I mean, I'm fine with using it. Sorry, that's my vote.
Okay.
Well, if you want to use it, go for it. It's
I mean, there's something else I want more than this, but whenever the GM says, hey, do you want to use the blessings of the gods that you have in the back pocket right now? Just as a thought, you might want to use the blessings of the gods that you have right now. Usually that means we should do it.
Well, no, I don't take that. I'm just asking because there's a couple of ways we can go, and I'm going to roll a die, or we can go with the best of the worst. I guess is a good way of putting it. It may not even be bad. I'm just saying.
What do you think, Jesse? Jesse.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm asking the player.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Sorry, I zoned.
Here, you know what? Let's flip for it. Let's flip for it. Okay.
Yeah.
We use lower coin here. Whoop. It's hard to see with my glasses on. That is a no. Coin says no.
Okay.
We don't use it.
All right.
Cool.
So we beeline back for Bajor to join the fleet and join the Dominion.
We will split this in fives. 10, 15, 20. Yep. All right. Moga, go ahead. No, I'm sorry, because you haven't had a lot to do, Jesse. So roll that and give me the number.
Okay. What was I rolling for? What was the thing?
Just I need a number. Tell me what number.
Oh, 12.
So you make your way towards Bajor. It's a little ways off. It's about a good 3 weeks, even at maximum. We're pushing it. As you
3 weeks?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I know we're in an Oberth.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was gonna say. You're in an
God
Oberth.
dang it! Why is this Okay.
It helps me to bypass certain episodes so that we can move time.
That's true, because we're in a pile of crap. The USS piece of junk.
The three of you, as you're working, most of the crew is now dead. There are
Perfect.
about 7 people left, but it only takes 5 to run an Oberth, technically.
Ooh, thank God.
You hear it's been pretty rough on the crew. You hear Chakota. You hear her voice come up, and she says, "Captain, Chief Medical Officer, and Science to the ready room, please." Or no, to the cargo bay, please.
Mutiny.
I was gonna say they're gonna try to kill us, but so I go armed. I've been armed for a while now for no reason. No, we can go warp 5, Morgan Gray. It's snail pace, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so yeah, can I be armed?
I'll come armed. I'll come armed as well, and also just have like, as per usual nowadays, I just have like a line of Ketracel White right underneath my like.
Well, being that
Where
they
did
don't
you
make,
get
yeah,
that?
they don't make it since
We
you can't
don't-
replicate.
Don't ask questions.
What's funny?
It's actually cocaine. All right.
The three of
Okay,
you-
okay.
The three of you guys use close quarter combat maneuvers, so you round corners together
Which I fuck up the whole way
with
there.
weapons.
Oh god, no! Okay, we just trip over him. Like, no, okay.
Scooby doing it.
Oh, good. We talked about this. All right, we're there. We're armed. I'm not joking. We are totally armed.
When you walk in, you actually see what appears to be a very. So when you walk in, you go in. The doors close behind you. What appears from
Hang on. Do they
behind-
close ominously or normally?
like normally?
Okay. Good.
You
Ominously
hear,
normal.
You hear the soft dripping noise of blood. No. From behind one of the containers, you see a beautiful female dressed in blues and purples, and
Vera?
she has a deep V-neck. Down, no, Vera's
Okay.
right next to you. She has a deep V-neck. There are 2 earrings on either side. Her eyes are actually purple, and she says, "Hello. I first must grievously apologize for the subterfuge," and she dips her head. She says, my name is Kilana. Do you have a
Oh
few
my
moments?"
god. Oh God. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, what is it? I'm not getting that.
She's a Vorta.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She's actually a Vorta. I recognize the name.
Gotcha.
She's
Okay, yeah, I'm
the
looking her up
Vorta.
now.
Well, no, that would be him, and he's amazing, but he hasn't been invented at this point.
That's true.
Little known character.
Yes,
Yeah, you may have heard of him.
Yeah.
It's actually a running. That's actually a running joke on my channel. Anytime we bring up Wayoon, he's a little known. No one knows of him.
Yeah, nobody cares about him. He's definitely not played by the best guest star in Star Trek history. But anyways, I guess he's not even really a guest star. He's a recurring character. But anyways, let's move on. So, I turned to the other two, and I kind of, okay. I take a step forward. It's like we can certainly...
oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, do you have any Ketracel White? We good?
Please do not give her any Ketracel. Please do not.
You have been actually. That's how she gets it. She doesn't question it. She's just been receiving little packets every time she comes back.
You actually have been. And I just have a brief aneurysm. They're like, okay, I'm fine. We have a few minutes to talk. Yes.
She says, it is my understanding that you may have become a bit enlightened when it comes to this unfortunate set of circumstances between the Dominion and the Alpha and Beta Quadrant races.
I'm actually going to let them react first, even though I'm kind of the...
Sapphak's like,
Well, I certainly...
I want to see how my friends think about it.
You guys react first. I'm ready to shoot them if I have to.
I'm quite literally like going through withdrawal symptoms, so it's just kind of like, sure, I'm great. I'm enlightened. I definitely need more enlightenment if you got it.
Suck some dick for culture. So what?
Yeah, seriously.
But they don't have any. Oh, that's what the ridges are for. Okay, never mind.
Suck some
Where do you
ridges
think
for
she's hiding it?
Ketracel.
Just keeping it in her earrings.
I'm telling you.
If you got an erogenous zone, I will find it.
Here's my thing. I would not be surprised if they didn't necessarily get pleasure from it, but also based on some things you said, I wouldn't be surprised if Vorta were fully operational.
Oh, Vorta, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, they're diplomats.
I don't know
techniques.
if they'd get pleasure from it, but they would definitively be able to.
No, can we just like rule that they don't? Because that's that would be such a founder thing to program them to have sex and not feel anything from it. That would be such a founder
just
thing.
like when it comes to art and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
No, they can have sex, they can feel it, but they never get off. It's just one perpetual.
No, that's a little bit too far. They only do that to Vorta to piss them off.
Like
once you get to like the fourth or fifth version of your clone.
Yeah, then they're like, okay, we're gonna start turning on the sex gene. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I don't have anything to say to this.
I was just saying, if you actually aren't saying anything, I'll go ahead and take point on this.
Do you think they get off to like founder porn? It's like
before we do that, R. McDud was talking about the sucking thing, the Cardassian neck trick for cash is what they.
Oh dear God.
Oh, that's disgusting. That is.
Hang on. Let me just. I don't want to vomit on camera, so I'm gonna. No, okay.
Ugh.
So
I will umox the shit out of you.
I will take a step forward after looking at my compatriots, one of whom is stoned and the other one who's staying silent.
Indeed.
The political realities of the current circumstance necessitate the fact that we have to look for more things that keep us in common than things that make us opponents. That is one thing the Federation is founded on, one of its guiding principles, indeed.
She takes a deep breath and she says, well, certainly you are as intelligent and well thought out as we were led to believe. Lovok, or who you believe to be Lovok, sends his regards, and we would wish to ask for your assistance in ensuring the safety of Bajor, of Trill, and of wherever the fuck that alien is from.
Good question. Is there a Denobula?
Yeah.
We never go there,
well,
so you know.
If you haven't heard of Denobula, then why don't you take a seat?
Don't get him talking about Denobula.
Some of
He
our
will
more
never
historic
shut up about
figures,
it.
such as the great Dr. Phlox.
I will join the
dear.
Dominion right now if you shoot him.
That's rather rude.
We'll remove the brain center that wants to tell you, that
Thank
wants
you.
to talk about. No, but
No, for real though, you're offering us the possibilities of ensuring potential safety for our homes in the eventuality of a war that the Federation may have assisted in propagating.
she nods her head. She says, "While of course
No, can I
it's
rewrite?
trick."
Can I
Yeah,
reword that really quick?
That's
Sorry,
fine.
sorry. I just want to be very particular about my word choice. A war that is being pushed by rogue elements of the Romulans and Cardassians, and that may have been assisted by one small section of Starfleet without the purview of the Federation consent.
She dips her head and she says, "Yes, it is our wish that no one is harmed, and that we will do everything in our power to ensure the safety of all citizens of the galaxy, not just of the Alpha and Beta quadrants."
Of course, that would be a
Well,
very enlightened thing. I think you would agree, Dr. Moga, would not be for the betterment to ensure that nobody ever dies of measles again, for example?
well, I rather prefer my freedoms to choose who and when people die from unexpected and unplanned illnesses.
She nods her head. She says, I believe that we can work together to ensure certain freedoms stay where they need to stay.
If
In
there's
fact, one
anything
of
that
the
terrifies me, it's the fact that she agrees with him.
One of the no, what she says is one of the most with freedoms stay. One of the most misunderstood pieces of the Dominion is that we wish to enslave people. That is not our goal at all.
Oh, well, then I would say that the Dominion sounds like a really aggressive club membership that I might be interested in subscribing to.
Now here comes the good question. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jesse.
I was just gonna say, as long as you got ketchup so white, I'm in. So.
God.
I'll let you suck it off my ridges. She says,
She doesn't have ridges.
Oh, she's got
oh,
ridges.
she does.
Oh,
there are
she's
ridges.
got ridges.
The
Oh,
ear
yeah,
ridges. The
they're-
ear.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. That's true. That she's got the ear
Yeah.
thing.
I'm not talking about ear ridges. Okay,
I know.
she's ribbed for her pleasure.
She
What
looks-
you two do to seal the deal
She-
is really none of my business.
She says, now here's a sensitive question. And let me start it with, it would be handled in an appropriate way with no harm. How much of the rest of your crew can be trusted?
None.
Not one. All four of them. Can't trust.
Who is left alive?
You have Captain. You have
Is the captain alive?
No, the captain died. You have
Of course, the captain.
the
We've
con.
literally lost two captains. Oh my god.
You have the
alive.
Khan. You have Chakotay. You have the Vulcan nurse who survived,
Well,
and
she's a Vulcan.
two other enlisted chaps that are engineers.
God.
I would say that my nurse is rather competent. Whether she could be trusted is another matter.
Did you see what Tazara said by chance?
I did.
Okay, just making sure. I think I can speak with Ensign Chakotay and probably convince her of the wisdom of future cooperation and coordination.
Actually, forget what I just said to Zara. Okay, great. She nods her head and she says, "We will have assistance moved over here as soon as you are done." Now, the last part that we're going to end this on with Tazara's is with Tazara. Sorry, is with you, Sito, talking to Chakotay.
Ensign Chakotay, it's good to see you. How you recovering?
She wipes her forehead and coughs a little. She says, "I'm doing all right. I know it's been tough, but I would just want to say that I hope they actually give you the chair, sir. Or give you the captain's chair, sir."
Oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm
she
just
brings
gonna
up
get
her
killed
head.
by Moga.
She brings up her head. She chuckles. She says, I don't think he's as bad either, sir, but you've really brought us through this. If there's any captain or Starfleet officer I respect the most, it would be you.
Oh dear God!
I sincerely think you're probably one of the best role models I've ever had, sir.
Also, here's
this
a
is-
picture of my dog that just died a week
This is
ago.
funny because I already know what I had already planned what I was
fact,
doing coming in here. So I'm gonna go up and like I understand completely. And I'm
In
gonna lead
fact,
into. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
No,
ahead.
no, no, Tay. In fact, I would love for you to like sign this thing to send back to my child.
Of course,
Yeah, take a picture of
absolutely.
me, yeah.
Ensign Chakota is amazing and needs to go to these coordinates and get an escape pod right now.
That's what you
No,
say?
no. What I actually do is I go up and I say, "You need to get off this ship right now. We are going deep undercover, and I need you to get off this ship. I can't vouch for your safety, and I need you to get off this ship."
She looks confused. She says, "Sir, I'm fully authorized on a Section 31."
I don't. If you think you're up for it, I'm going to trust your judgment on that. But if you are not up for it, if you're not up for being a Dominion agent in service of Section 31 and future Federation interests, then we need
she comes
to
back.
get you to safety.
She comes back and says it louder. Dominion.
That's what I said.
Sir, the Dominion is the biggest threat to Federation safety that we have.
And that's exactly why we're doing this.
Are there Dominion on the ship?
Yes.
We can't allow the Dominion to be here, sir.
Ensign, what I want you to do, I can make this in order if I have to. I want you to get off the ship, get into an escape pod, send the super secret mega long range signal. I can't think of the name of it right now. Please forgive me. And get in touch with headquarters. Get in touch with the Admiralty. Get in touch with Section 31 and tell them what's going on. If you don't, they'll never know. Do you understand?
Are you lying to her out of curiosity?
No, this is total truth.
Okay.
They will never find out what's happening here if you don't go do it. I can't. I'll just be shot. You understand?
Okay. She nods her head. She says, I understand, sir.
I'm trusting you with this, Ensign.
She says, shall I use a escape pod or?
Do we have shuttles on this piece of junk?
Yeah, you had
Not
one.
anymore.
Do we have shuttles with warp? That's actually a better question.
You had one that was destroyed.
Yeah, we had the one. We don't
God,
have.
I hate this stupid freaking. Please tell me we'll get a Dominion ship after this piece of junk. Okay.
Good junk.
The hunk.
I know this ship like the back of my hand.
Where did that come from? No. Okay. So.
Don't think anything.
She's lucky I'm not in this room because she would definitely be dead already. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm going to talk to Moga before I head out.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, please.
Well, if you're feeling a little stressed about it, perhaps I can give you an allergies cream.
I asked her to stop by my quarters on the way there.
Would you stop trying to kill and screw my ensign? God. In that order, I might add.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay, so all we have is these stupid. Okay. I want you to go ahead and take one of the long-range comms that we have. I can't think of the name of them, but they're a thing. You know, Section 31 does use them. I want you to take that. I want you to go and get an escape pod. Go dead for, I'm thinking at least 8 hours, enough time for the ship to move on and for you to be lost in the debris of space. Then go and activate that sucker and pray.
She pauses a moment. She says, sir, you don't believe in...
I just pin her with a look.
She nods her head. She says, you can count on me, sir.
I know I can. That's why I'm asking you to do it.
Okay. And she she salutes you and then brings her hand down. She says, it's been an honor.
Hopefully we'll talk again in the future.
Are you going to shake her?
I won't bet on it, though. And I do shake her hand, by the way.
Okay. And then she heads out.
Okay, now I need to make some noise to cover for that. Where's the two enlisted men?
They're down in engineering.
Dr. Moga, could you meet me in engineering, please?
Oh, well, certainly. Do you need me to bring anything with me?
That's up to you.
I can bring a couple of different devices.
Oh, actually, Lieutenant... Oh, God, I can't remember your last name either.
Razix.
I'm terrible.
Vampir's last name.
Razix. Lieutenant Razix. Yes, Lieutenant last name. Could you do me a favor and also meet me in engineering, please?
Yes, I'm on my way.
Thank you. And actually, do I have Kilana?
Yeah, Kilana.
Kilana, I'm right. Kilana, we're about to talk to the last two crew members. If you wouldn't mind joining me, please, in the engineering bay.
She says, of course.
Thank you very much for your assistance. We go to the engineering, and you can cut off here if you want to. But the general gist is, hey, engineering ping, and whatever happens, it doesn't matter because all the attention's here while Ensign is getting off the ship.
Okay. So, at the moment, you're not going to know exactly what occurs, but she's no longer on the ship after everything is said and done. We'll do Tazara's thing next time. So Tazara, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time Monday, so we can get that taken care of for you. It goes poorly, and one of the chief attacks, and they both ultimately end up dead. The other one is transported off and is stated to be transported to a safe location, and in a way that they're not going to remember anything. At least that's what you guys are told. The ship itself, however, at this point,
I make a point of apologizing to the Vorta that she had to deal with that. Not that I know what a Vorta is.
So at this point, Jimadar are actually transported onto there and are given the instructions to follow your every command. They're going to assist you getting the ship back to Bajor, at which point they'll be offloaded, and you can either be supplied with some people who will assist that aren't Jimadar, that are from member worlds, or you can make up whatever excuse you want to on why only 3 people survived, and why you need to be recruited.
There was a changeling. It was horrible.
And the measles.
And the measles, the changeling measles. That's killed everyone.
That were brought on by the parasites.
Yes, yep.
And I make a point to thank her. I also apologize that she had to deal with that unpleasantness with the engineering crew.
She dips her head and she says, "I appreciate it, but it's a part of the of the service of what we do to to serve the founders."
Of course.
She does have one request, that you transport some Puna plants, I think, or whatever the fuck they were called when I had them read that, back to Bajor to be delivered onto Bajor itself, as an assistance to one of the... No, she doesn't say why. She says that there's some Puna plants that needs to be transported back, has been requested by the found. Now, if you did not decline it, she's not going to push it, but that was a request by her.
I will go ahead and I'm not even going to ask why. Of course, we'll do anything to assist. I'm sure Bajor could certainly use all the help we could get right now.
Right. And actually, the plant itself, while it can be a poison, it can also be a strong medicine, and that's the pitch, she says to you, that it can help out.
Okay.
All right, and that's where we'll end it for tonight.
And then the ship explodes.
Then the ship explodes. By the way, they did make a good point. In 6 episodes, you guys, 7 episodes when you include the one that I, for one reason, whatever, the recording didn't go through. You killed you killed a lot of people on a station.
Don't group me into that.
No, you were there.
I wasn't involved in that.
I was not
there.
a part
Accomplices.
of that. I was not a part of that.
Then your first crew and captain was killed or destroyed over New Bajor.
Not part of that either.
And then you had what happened here.
That one was kind of my fault.
You said it was your fault earlier.
Look, I'll take responsibility. It's captain's job. I'm gonna have to.
Right.
I'm still in red. I'm okay here.
As I did point out beforehand, though, and just so you guys know, in the book they talk about how you have reputation and stuff, and that stuff builds up. So this stuff is It's not just this is happening and I'm forgetting and it's one-offs. This stuff is building up. I'm just letting you be aware.
Good. I should have a reputation for being a total badass.
That's not the reputation you have.
All right.
Dear Lord.
Guys, I want to thank you so much for coming and staying and hanging out. Next time, 8 p.m. Central Standard on Monday, we'll continue this off. There's only going to be 3 or 4 more episodes max. We're coming up on the finale. Well, we'll be able to do another season if everybody agrees, which I think everybody will. But I
hate doing this every Monday. So
fuck you guys. Fuck you.
This is the worst thing. I'd rather be getting my teeth grinded out than sitting here and playing games with awesome people. It's awful.
Also, on the 8th, me and Lore Runner will be hanging out at 10 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. 10 p.m. I think. We'll have to verify, but 10 or 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. A couple of days. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be 10. And, of course, Definitely check out Lore Runner at lorerunner.com. Check out Catwalski at youtube.com/something. YouTube.
It's fine. You got it.
/Catwalski. Just put Catwalski in there. And then just type in Jessie Gender and you will see she has some wonderful. Oh, Catwalski does too. But they have some wonderful videos to check out. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next. Where's OBS? Hold on. It's not there. That's not OBS. On the next.
Wow.
Has this thing even been broadcasting? Where's OBS? I'm so fucking tired. There it is.
I'm
On
sure
the
hope
next-
we've been live. People have been talking to us, so unless they're beaming into the computer somehow.
This would be the weirdest one.
But you
On the
never know,
next
yeah.
I mean, this is Star